I believe we're just about live and ready to go for the grand final of the Middle East Backgammon Championship in Cyprus 2026. We've got Abdullahim Barakat, apparently likes to be called Mr. B. I've promoted him to Professor B for making it to the finals, and I believe coming through the winners bracket, he's undefeated. And he's up against Mehrdad Gudarzi. I think this is going to be, I'm excited about it. It's a 19-point match. I mean, I love it. Back in the old days, 19-point matches were almost medium to short. These days, you don't see very many of them. And I'm excited. We get to play without worrying about weird distortions in match score. To cube actions and even checker plays. I mean, with the help of computers, or perhaps the hindrance of computers, we've gotten to the point that you're not really playing a single game backgammon when you're playing shorter matches. You're playing various deviant variations of backgammon depending on the match score. Your cube actions can be grossly different from quote unquote normal, or when we used to not play in tournaments and just play for money or clamshells or whatever. Now matches, as they get shorter, the cube actions are just simply distorted by the match score. Even match scores result in very different than normal cube actions. Looks like we're ready to go. Waiting for my screen to pop up with the correct display. I think we've got the players ready, perhaps doing pre-match interviews or whatever. Not with me. I've been joined by, or I have joined Chris Bray for the I've been several days preceding this, but he's off on holiday. Has abandoned us, so I'm on my own. Preceding this, for the grand final, I've has abandoned us. I've recruited a guest. For the grand final, I've a guest commentarian. Recruited a guest, but he's currently buried under a couple of feet of snow. Guest commentarian in Boston. Also, he's currently buried under. Tend to get up this early. It's 7 a.m. on the East Coast of the U.S., which is where I am. In Cyprus, it's afternoon, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So where I am. If my guest wakes up, then we can get him in here. We have some fun input from if my guest wakes up, well-known player of the old days, and frankly today as well. If my guest wakes up, well-known. Looks like the players are shaking hands and ready today as well. I don't know who's Mate, if you can give me one big screen, or perhaps you will shortly as soon as they get going. Mate, if you can give me one big screen, or perhaps you will shortly as soon as they get going. What I see and what the stream shows may not be the same thing. The stream shows, well, it's very exciting. I mean, it's the trick. The trick for me sitting down to play a finals is very exciting. I mean, it's try to fight the adrenaline to play a finals and stay calm. I mean, you want to be psyched to win from the get-go. You go, I'm trying to win this match. I'm not just here to put on a show. I'm not just here to try not to embarrass myself. Forget embarrassing yourself. Do what you think is right to try to win at every point. It's nice to try to win. Take a few deep breaths, and with the, to me, relatively recent advent of the time delay on your clock, to me, particularly the first recent advent of several games. I try to use the time on my clock just to clear my head, meditate, take a breath, make sure I'm me, make sure I know what's happening, make sure I know what the score is. Okay, I've got 19 points to go. He's got 19 points to go. That's not a big worry at this point. Match score isn't really a big worry. I want to play backgammon. I like good players will come after their opponent. Here we go. Not only is do I get it all on screen? Looks like we've started with It looks like it was a 5-4 down and splitting, and then double landed right on it. Screen looks like we started with. No, wait, it's amazing the number of times 5-4 down and splitting, and then double. I love it. We see a lot more sort of old Middle Eastern players moving both back checkers forward. I love it. We see a lot. Americans in particular, and the Western world, players in general, don't do that as often, probably as they should. So it's fun to see it differently. A little herky-jerky on the stream. Don't do that. Hopefully that'll, at least for me, hopefully that'll clear up. It's fun to see it differently. A little herky-jerky on the stream. Double aces back the other way. I think he's right. I think it was more important to make his 5 point than to hit that blot. Although it may have been worthy at least taking a look. I think it was more. I hope that both players are calm and not zipping along too fast. That makes it get better back in, and it makes it easier for us. Careful now, he's reaching. Immediately was reaching for the wrong checkers. Clearly should make his 4 points. That's not even close. Careful now, he's reaching. And the fourth one, I like that. It does leave a couple of shots. 6-4 and 5-4, but it makes 3 builders for the bar point. Right now, Mr. B's bar point, Professor B, excuse me, sir. 3 builders for the bar point. Right now, bar point is that's the most important point on the board, sir. Second most important is bar point is that's the Mehrdad's 4 point. Second most important. So that's what they should both, if they had the choice, be aiming at. Also, the 8 point over here is not bad, but it's the 4 point that they should both completes that very, very vicious 5 prime. Whereas on the other side of the board, it's the bar point that completes the vicious 5 prime. And then we get a prime versus prime game, which the other side which isn't quite yet. Completes the vicious 5 prime. Well, 5-3 does not make a point, does not hit anything. I think he kind of has to step up and wrestle anything, try to fight and pick up the blot in the outfield now. You gotta get ready. You gotta get ready for the mat work that's about to happen on the lower part of the screen. And pick up the blot in the outfield. So you get that guy to safety. I think bringing him to safety and stepping up is correct. There we go. I wish we had a better mat works better. It's not on the lower fault of the facility where the match is being played. I don't think it's being up is correct. There we go. I wish we had a better 6-5 slipped in there somewhere with well, I hope the other people watching have a smoother facility with smoother vision than I do. Real nice to get those guys anchored, but he can't. There we go. Now the question is 6-5. Definitely stop and at least think about the cube. Yeah. Well, I hope the people scratch your head and stew about the cube. You got nothing can go immediately wrong, and you realize to get those guys anchored, but you can't. It's your choice whether now the question is blitz and attack or whether you just button up and wait. I think this is very, very strong. Scratch your hand. There's plenty of counterplay, so it's dangerous. But I think it's also a take. So good double, good take, and now huge sequence rolls here. Really in and hit. Oh, 3. If that stands, that's a dance. Now there'll be a choice of build the prime or go for the blitz. Not at all clear that you can go for the blitz, particularly with the blot on the other side of the board. I really like this. It takes he's packed up and is looking. He's looking at both. There's a nice full prime. It's hard to argue full prime, but you make it. Also to extend the full prime on the other side of the board. You're probably going to have to hit boost. You're probably along the way going to have to have given up your anchor on the 18. So for immediate one roll, the prime's a prime. Why not make it? You make it. It could have, particularly if Mr. B can anchor on the 23 point, you're probably going to could be future problems for Mehrdad. It's there we go. There's our anchor. So oh no, Scar right on the other side of the board. Things that my screen skipping ahead. I'm not seeing a continuous smooth show of what's happening. They're fighting over the 2 point. And I can't. It's annoying. I can't really see what's happening for Mehrdad. It's there we go. There's our anchor. Apparently we're trying to regroup. The other side of the board. I will be patient. think we're back, maybe backed up a little bit, stewing about, oh, we must have played the 6-1. Oh, there's been a hit and a re-hit. I'm a little bit backed up to how we got here, but this is one of the variations. Now you really need to make that 23 point, and did not. So now it's attack mode. It's you kind of want to leave them all spread out here. Well, fives are blocked on one side, sixes are blocked on the other. Maybe the safety of the 5 prime. It's my guess is that's technically wrong, but here now, if you can hit or cover, well, there's no choice. Must cover, make the prime, start to free up the back checkers just in case, or just all out for the closeout. I mean, normally you go all out for the closeout, but there is pressure on those back checkers to get stuck. So liberating the back checkers and then bearing your breast and leaving blots everywhere to attack is a good idea. And it's exactly what he's doing. I mean, with 3 men up, you've got a lock gammon and potential backgammon if you can close him out. If he can enter, he's going to win a huge percentage of the games just off the ace point. He'll get a shot at least 90% of the time. And if he hits it, he's going to win a good many of them, because however many checkers you've got left, he could potentially collect all of them. Okay, a little excitement here. Can we get an ace? Can we make this a prolonged fight? Or are we going to sit back and see if it's a gammon or a backgammon or a lucky late shot? Okay, now we can tolerate a couple of double fives. You want to get that last checker out as soon as you can, but there's really no urgency, and he's out. One way or the other. I think getting off the 18 point is just generally a good idea. You can be forced to play certain sixes from back there. Double threes are blocked. I kind of tend to get it as far out as I can. There is a shot here on 6-6. Another annoying thing for Merdad is if he goes aggressively later on for the backgammon or whatever, then if he gets hit, he can lose. Mr. B is more than ready to hit his shot and contain it. He's got his reception committee in place. And we're playing with okay, hopefully get some of the streaming things sorted out. It could well be just the bandwidth at the hotel. I don't know the technical details here. Okay, so far so good. Bearing off safely. Not a lot of checkers off, but then Mr. B has not got any checkers in. So we're in. Okay, now there's going to be a bunch of numbers that leave a shot here. He needs a 1 or a 2 or doubles. Ace, deuce, or any ace, any deuce, or any doubles. Nope, it's a shot. 7. And he does not hit. Could repeat with doubles. Be careful of doubles. No doubles. Take 2 off. Now, don't dance. Don't get yourself into an accidental backgammon. You got to get in. He's in. There's no backgammon. I don't believe he can save the gammon. And a quick and exciting 4 points. That feels good. I like that. But it's far from over. I mean, 4-0 is I was playing Paul McGrill. I think it was a 23-point match. Might have been 21. And I got ahead 11-0. And then ultimately lost the match at double match point. Very, very disappointing. I'll never forget it. And Paul went on and won his next round easily and won the tournament. All right, here we go. Game 2. Quick gammon for one side. Exciting potential prime versus prime. Made a bold bid to to get past the prime and got closed out and gammoned instead after a flurry of activity. Okay, I like this positional play. It's it's nice to make your 5 point with these double threes, but it does leave a messed up position later on. So developing more slowly is a good idea and has been reinforced by the advent of decent computer programs, in the late 1990s, and particularly when XG came on the scene in the 2000s. All right, I like it. Fight for the important points. Mehrdad has an advanced anchor. Mr. B's position is not threatening or containing him in any way. So Mehrdad just keeps hitting and hitting and hitting and attempting to make progress on his side of the board to build a nice blockade. And if he can succeed in that, it doesn't really matter that he has a few extra checkers sent back. He'll get it all back later on. At this point, this has little or nothing to do with the race and everything to do with containing the opponent's checkers. Well, you kind of the question here is, if you do this, what 5 do you play? Or can you delay covering it and do something else? Well, the something else would be to run one from the 22 point and just go 2 and 5 and hop out with him. If you make this 2, the 10 point is slightly redundant. So yeah, that's the theoretical play is to break the 10 and make the 5, but maybe giving up that 10 point is a bad idea. This distributes your checkers better, but it's going for a less important point. He showed us all our options. He chose this one, and I'm not one to say he's right or wrong, but that's just what this is all about. 5-4, sort of annoying, in. And what have we got? Ace-6, that's virtually forced. You don't want to leave that checker, that point. Oh, please, stream, straighten yourself out. We had only very, very little bits of this twitchiness the rest of the weekend, but for some reason today it's not good. There's a great shot for Mr. B. The shifting for the entire complexion of the game just changed. It's no longer black containing red. It's red containing black. Mr. B has the better anchor, more flexibility to if he leaves a block to rotate it around. He's also out of checkers. Notice that he has all of his spare checkers are stacked on his 6 point. He doesn't really want to, well, midpoint's of some value, but not a ton right now. Sort of stuck on the 20 point. Really looking for doubles by Mehrdad or by Mr. B to get those 2 checkers off the 20 point. And meanwhile, Mehrdad wants to take that third back checker and advance it into the outfield if he can. Now here we are with you don't really want to put a 6th checker on your 6 point. Looks like he's got 5-2 to play. He's looking. He's pointing at what he might do. Hitting down. That at least spreads out the outfield checkers. That's not bad. In a strange way, getting hit on the 24 point is borderline good news. It's not ridiculous to actually not hit it. I mean, how do you play this position forward? I think coming in with a 2 and covering your 3 point stands out as the best play. And it's good he's taking his time. A lot of the players we've seen over the weekend were not taking their time. I like this play a lot. I think the hit just doesn't really gain enough, and arguably the red checker is better off being recirculated than it is dumped on his ace point. And also the Mehrdad's checker on the 24 point really wants to be on the 23. I think he looked at the right play and didn't make it. It'll be interesting to check the computers and the rollouts post-match if anybody's interested. I would have gone the other way. But he looked at it and he considered it, and that's the main thing. You have to, lots of blunders are made by not examining all of the plays and leaving out of your search tree, leaving out of your menu options a play you've overlooked, which turns out to be the best play. And you can't make the best play if you can't see it. Okay, where are we? We've gotten to a reasonable position. Recirculating, everybody's recirculating Mr. B has managed to recirculate a couple of checkers and now has where'd that pile of useless checkers on the 6-point go? They're now scattered. Well, one of them's back on the 20-point where he can come around and contest the outfield. I mean, really, barring some tactical fluke, this is going to be, who wins battle for control of the outfield, and with control of the outfield, you can then leave your anchor with safety and catch the other guy on, where he can't get off his anchor without exposing himself. Oh, great shot. I don't think, just bring him in and out. Don't worry about the blots in your home board. Yeah, this is a variation of we're getting into a variation of what I call the spin cycle, where both sides have a high anchor and are throwing checkers into the outfield, trying to gain control of the outfield and not get stretched too thin or separated. And you get hit, you go back, you recirculate, you come back out. You get hit, you go back, you recirculate, come back out. Both sides are doing that. If you stop and go through the last 6 or 8 rolls, we are in the spin cycle. Both sides are their checkers get hit, they come back in, they come around into the outfield, and we're fighting to see what develops in the outfield. Can either side build a more effective block against his opponent and then allow the safety of your anchor with impunity? And the other way the spin cycle gets broken is one side or the other, rolls a big doubles and chooses to leave their anchor and take control. And then it may devolve into, well, what's the race look like at that point? But first things first. Well, it's about the outfield. We can't make a good blocking point out there anyway. It seems like coming off the 24-point is a good thing. Oh, the thing is froze. Show us what you're thinking. Show us where the blots go. I see if you play the 6 out, you don't really mind getting hit over there. Although with 4 blots, there could be a sweep up of the blots, which gives your opponent time to actually leave his anchor and get into the outfield and come home. So I checker back. You want to. I mean, really, the 6 out and 4 to the midpoint is not a ridiculous play. It just happens to leave four unconnected blots. 4 up and 6 down. That's sort of the old-fashioned. Yeah, I'll take one checker out of play in exchange for not leaving all these blots. That's probably the sane play, with various insane plays being options, which maybe the computer can sort out, maybe it can't. Now here too, it's a little bit dangerous here. Now, point with 1 and make an outfield point somewhere. It doesn't. I mean, this is a great roll. I mean, I think he should certainly make the 11 point with the 5, and I think he should step out with a 4 rather than bury a checker. So, which basically means that one goes all the way. I don't like this play. I think I think he has better control the other way. But it's sort of the same idea. He's just using fewer checkers here, and doesn't. Let's see what happens. Double aces is annoying. We're forced to advance checkers we don't really want to advance. But there you have it. Both sides have a roll or two they can play before there's any serious danger of giving up their anchor or giving up their blockade. All right, so he holds on to what he can. Red's now is sort of in a waiting game, waiting for a lucky big doubles, and while waiting, will either bury checkers and make his ace and deuce points. Here we go. He rather than do that, he contests the outfield, keeps everybody in play. 6-4 is a hit. That's a hit. Now we've got a bunch of sixes to hit back. Ace six, deuce six, and 5-6. If we don't roll that, we've got some problems. Everything's flashing before my eyes. Oh, it looks like a 5-4. Well, yeah, again, there's tactics versus strategy. I think he's right to leave the checker in the outfield. You can't let, for just this reason, you can't let your opponent abandon his anchor with impunity. Now he's got no good, there's no good six here. If you play the 5 in from the 11 point, then you don't have a good six. If you play the 5 in, you kind of have to go to your ace point with the 6 or break the 10 point with the 6. Really, the question is, can you play off of the 21 point with a 6? I think the answer is no. That's just exposing yourself to a free shot at a crushing attack. So he's looking at it. I think that's too rich. I mean, he clearly sees the future, and the future is a little bleak. But I don't think the future is now. They're too, with that extra shot at the 6 in the outfield. I think that's too rich. I mean, I really, really admire him looking over all the possibilities. This may have been what I settled on eventually. He didn't really want to move. He wanted to sit and wait and see what happened. Okay, certainly this 5. Now the question is, how much outfield control? All right, we kind of need a 2. And there it is, perfect 2. Hit and get the guy out. It does exactly what, if you could call a number, that would probably have been it. Ace 3 the other way, come in with the ace, sit tight. I think leave the checker back where he is, that outfield checker, and maybe slot the 2 point. You might want to make the 2 point soon. I wouldn't worry too much about leaving the blot on the 2 point. He played safe. Maybe right. He sees an exchange of hits and doesn't want a blot on his board, but long term, that blot becomes a point. All right. Well, there's I think we want it. It's all we've been spin cycling here, and well, yeah, I think you got to get up to the 23 point to see daylight. And now you may let's see what the future holds. Yeah, there's just only so many. Now maybe right now, if you don't roll a 6, it may be right to, well, there's a 6. Everybody out of the pool. Pull them from the back and fight for the outfield. Back into the spin cycle. Yes, this is again, if you could call a number, that would have been high on your list. Now Mehrdad needs looking for big doubles and instead rolls small doubles, which at least gives them a bigger board. So it's a waiting game to see who exposes themselves first. I mean, I'd say slight advantage to Mr. B here. He's got the control of the outfield, more or less, but he does only have a 3-point board compared to Mehrdad's 4-point board. So hitting is more dangerous. They're making the point, but leaving those 10 shots. 3 10 shots are a big deal. But covering this leaves no immediate shots, but you don't have your 2-point made. And 3-1. Well, there's no you can't come into the outfield, so we bide our time and wait. And I guess 7-4 and then 3-2. I'm not sure I see anything else. That's what that is. Now, do we see what we roll? Do we pull? Well, do we wait a little longer, cover and slot the ace, and let him come to us, or do we pop out with a 5-4 and release our anchor? Those are the choices. He should not be seriously considering bringing a checker home. Yeah, he just pointed. It's both checkers out, or build your board and stall one more turn and let your opponent come to us. I mean, at this point, without a doubles, Mehrdad's position is getting worse, not better. Well, I fibbed. He found one of the small rolls, which made his position better. And now Mr. B has to try to figure out what to do. And did we lose a die somewhere? It looks like the die may have dice might have jumped. Okay, are we back in action? Your clock ticking. 5-4. Well, didn't we just have a 5-4? Now we don't have the option of burying them in our home. You can't clear the 7 point. That's not an option. So the question is to make our move to the outfield now or to bring one home and wait one more turn. This only subjects us to 11s and 12s. 12s were going to kill us dead anyway. And it's a 4-2. I don't. I think you have to hang back and wait for a combination shot or doubles. So Mr. B has effectively won the battle for control of the outfield. Now we see what he can do with it. So now the trick is, Mehrdad, if he doesn't get a doubles in here or find a reason to make a move, his board starts to break, and then he's in an untenable position. I mean, he can almost be cubed because if he doesn't roll doubles soon. Oh, there it is. But it's blocked part way. Oh, the action shifts to the old opposing bar game in the middle of the outfield. That's a improbable in between contest. Now who has to break first? Mr. B has way more checkers to play with. Oh, great. Keeps both of his blocking points and makes the ace point. Bad roll here. Things could get very nasty. 6-4 is blocked. The play is virtually forced. Must play the 6 and has no 4. And now you want to not play. Yeah, there you go. He didn't play. Yeah, 3. I think leave the 5-point board with the 6th point slotted like that. Now the question will be, unless he rolls a doubles, 6-5. Okay, how many shots do we have and how deadly are they? Well, there's 26s and 4s. We got double ones, double twos. That's 22, and 3-1 is 24, and 5-1, and well, he stopped counting and just hit him. Yeah, you can't. Yeah, I think just bring him closer and then cube if you're not hit and hit back if you are hit. And the number is, that's it. That should be, that should be, oh, the cube's already been turned. Why did I miss the cube? I've forgotten. Maybe during all this herky-jerky action, the cube appeared and I missed it. Oh, wow, back in. It's a whole new game. Must enter. The cube can get to 4. Must enter soon. And we don't know what's happening. It's a mystery ball, playing pinball with a coat over the top of the machine. We can't tell where the pieces are, where the dice are, what's happening. And how high is the cube bounced while we're frozen out. Oh, I see where we are. Not much. Past it, which looks right. Wow, very exciting. A game could have gone either way. It looked like Professor B had it, and then it disappeared during the. Well, I hope the rest of you are seeing a smooth stream, and it's actually my problem and not yours. I'm just getting freeze frame pictures. There's no continuity to what's happening. Okay, it looks like just far from over. You can still make normal takes. leading 6-0. Don't let yourself be bluffed out of a game, which is a normal take. A long, long way to go. Okay. Against only one checker back, you want more general control of the board. Yeah, I hate playing that ace, but there may have been no good choice here. When you got one checker back, generally the last place you want it to be is on your opponent's 2-point. It's most hemmed in, has fewest chances to escape, and doesn't really do much good sitting back there. Okay, nice edge for Mr. B positionally. Okay, here we are again, creeping, getting off of where you wanted it to be. That will be attacked. Mr. B should attack that checker unless he has something else he can do. Look, I like the look at slotting the 5-point. At least he looked at a play that would be fun. Now, build a point or attack. Those are and that does, well, I don't know about that early abandoning of that advanced anchor. I mean, you could have just brought a builder into your 5-point. That might be premature. This gives your opponent more choices, and I don't think there was any urgency to get off that point. That was a valuable asset. We'll see. So far it's worked. I don't think you want to leave him a 6. Well, he's going for the aggression. And where? I didn't quite see everything that happened. Everything's freeze frame. Makes it tough for me to follow the actions, much less give any opinions on what should be done. Looks like an ace-6 in with the ace. Hit with a 6. I love it. The advantage to red in these exchanges. He's got his 5-point made, and Mehrdad does not have anything made. However, 2-6 generally the worst number to roll in these situations. This being no exception. Really there's 3 legal choices. Just get him back into the outfield and into play, and don't worry about it. A lot of the hits and covers are duplicated, and this is a stone cold miss. So cover the 5-point, I guess. Is there a plan B? You make the 2-point. And now you got the 4. Oh, I see. He's thinking about keeping the aggression because of the blot on the other side of the board. We're using our time well. Clearly right to cover, and this is the knee-jerk reaction and probably the right play, but well worth looking at that tempo hit, particularly with the blot on your opponent's 4-point over there. Okay, kill him softly. Applying pressure, could not cover, could not hit. 5-2, pure poo. I don't see a good thing to do with our 5-2. Pick up the dice and roll over. I mean, you can step up with the 2 and dump a 5. You can step up with a 2 and put the 5 in his face, but that gives him a 1. I don't think you want. It may well be dump him to the ace point. I mean, you sort of just not want to step up with a 2 and don't play the 5, which is sort of what he did. Stepped up with a 2 and then buried the 5. Now, is there a double here? I think the answer is no. Even if you make your 4-point, you don't really have a double. That's apply maximum pressure. One. How many? I've lost track. Yeah, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. It could cover remake the cover the 7. This is getting to be a serious threat. Well, he has a clean 5. Now, even if it's not a double, I double, and let my opponent worry about it. Yeah, this looks like a very strong double. You've only got 5 in a row. You could make it 6. The fact that Black's already made his ace point may make this untenable. It's just too hard to win. You can't. It's very hard to counter prime him, and he's on the verge of having a full prime. But he doesn't have a full prime yet, and he has a lot of loose blots. So you win in an immediate scramble. You win where Mr. B can't cover his 3-point, and then you roll a 2, you're very much in the game, almost no matter what else has happened. So there are winning chances here. I think it's a good double and a confusing. It looks like a pass. There are probably more winning chances there than most would think, but maybe not enough to allow a take. It sort of requires first you need your opponent not to roll a 5 or a 10, and then you need to get lucky. That's a bad parlay. All right, well, Mr. B's on the board. That's one less point to go, and feels a little bit better to scratch the surface. Make the silly. I may start playing 6-1, 6 down, and slot my 5 just for old time's sake. After point. Okay, now we unstack that 6-point and build a new point. 6-2 or a 5-1 or you seem to be reaching for the wrong checker. I think that's it. Nice, both sides, nice blockades. Once you after 6-1, once you can put one of your checkers on the 6-point onto a new point and build it, your position changes dramatically. You got the whale, the 4 points in a row in your home board on one side, and a broken is like this with the hole on the 5-point. This is good. Sixes are the hit. Sixes are also the miracle number to make your 5-point. So, if he rolls a 6-1 or so, double threes, now we got prime versus prime. But who's got the time? Red's got the time and doubles. Good. I love it. I love it. Partly based on what have you got to lose when you're behind 6-1? Well, you got to lose extra points. And then as the old saying goes, prime versus prime are always takes. Is this an exception to the rule? Well, if he doesn't roll a 5 or a 6 to cover it, it sure as heck's a take. Well, he gave it up. Well, I like it. I like it. I'd love to take a peek post-mortem and see how close that was. But there was we could see it coming. Slot and then cube if you're not hit. Even though your opponent made his own 5-point, you could still you had the clear advantage in the timing battle. So must double, and then give your opponent a headache. And post-mortem, we'll check the rollouts and see if prime versus prime really are always takes. Wouldn't surprise me if it was a take. I have sympathy for the pass. But all right, here we go. Double twos, love it. Looks like a 6-2 for red, double twos for black. 4-4 can't be a bad roll, although it's not as good as it looks. I guess just nothing moves, so you just make your 5-point. The purity of your board is at least as important as we thought a million years ago when there were no computers and good players were only just starting to figure out that backgammon was a game of skill more than a gambling game and a racing game that didn't require any skill or knowledge or both. Sometimes a fine line between knowledge and skill. If you say, okay, make this with your opening roll, make this with your opening roll, make this with your opening roll, or you're making expert plays, but with knowledge rather than sorting it out for yourself. All right, enough babbling. Both sides building good front positions. Who's getting hit? This looks good for red, but what's he got to do with his 6? A little too close to home. He's got a lot of checkers piled up to attack, so attack him before he attacks us. Is that a 6-1? Perfect shot. Perfect shot. Now we need to hit back. If we don't hit back, the game may end. And it's a hit back. Great. Now we need in with a 4 or a 6, even a 1 or a 5, but preferably in plus a 4 or a 6. Ace 5, in with the 8. Well, now do you go bonzo and hit him, or do you just lift up your blot and challenge him to do something good? Not an easy if I had a third checker on the 8 point, you'd hit him in a heartbeat. But maybe, well, 25% of the time he dances, and then you've got to try to clean up the mess. Not show us the other play. The other play being the only other legal play really is 11-6. 11-6 is saying, okay, I'm gonna play rope-a-dope. I'm gonna button up as best I can and see what you can do about it. Maybe maybe your opponent rolls something awkward, a 3-1, even a 6-1. There are plenty of awkward rolls for red here. I kind of like the button up rope-a-dope play, but this is more exciting. This could result in all kinds of action and if we can get a second anchor out of this, there could be some kind of weird back game in our future. Those are always fun to watch. Well, we've laid out the choices and the reason behind them. This one really works best if your opponent dances. I mean, does he have any bad enter numbers? It would have to be something without a 4. And this is a long-term play if you don't get crushed in the short term. It's tough. I mean, it's a good time to use all this time. He's showed us the right choices. He's thinking about it and he's trying to untangle it. I think I'm leaning toward this one. I think the severity of the attack isn't as bad as you might think. You got 3 home point boards compared to your opponent's 2. His opponent's midpoint is script, 3. I mean, this play. We'll have a lot more fun if he makes the other play, but I think I've talked myself into making this play. Looks like he's going, oh, he's thinking again. It's good for him. Absolutely good for him. I'd love to get into inside his head. I made a play like this in the finals of the Metropolitan Open 4 or 5 years ago against the German guy with the Greek name, Kimon Papakrasopoulos. And the me the match. Well, what you want. I'm not sure where our awkward enter numbers even are. Ooh, threw away a 3. All right, again. Oh, I got double 3s. Spectacular. This is gone from a double to too good, unless Merdad rolls a joke. And we get 1 in. I think we're in Hoover maneuver mode here. This is too good. This is way too good. I mean, there's backgammon potential here and a totally crushed ace point game potential here. I think this is way too good to double. This 1s, 4s, 5s hit the second blot or third blot immediately. Even if you miss everything, how in the world does black win this? You can always double him next turn. So I think you play on. I personally don't think it's close. He's thinking about it. Good to take his time. I think in the finals of the winners bracket, Mr. B maybe played a little too fast. So he's taking his time here. Maybe they're telling jokes or talking about what they had for dinner. Okay, scoop them all. Hoover maneuver complete. We can. This could be a get in again. We need the joke, double joke. Oops, flunked. Fill in the 4 point. Bar point's almost irrelevant. 4 point and 2 point. Build our board. 3-2. Yeah, maybe they get more. I don't want to. You're tightening up for what? You're worried about double 1s. You can keep playing for a gammon after double 1s, for goodness sake. Maybe just get off double 1s because you've got so much going on anyway. Now we need double 2s or double 4s. double ones. Yeah, double ones, you should still keep playing on. And what do we get? Herky jerky dance. Whose roll is it even? All right, 4-2. Now the question is going to be, you get in too fast, you're not going to get in too fast. This is going to be a well-timed ace point game. So we predict with near certainty, over 90%, we'll get at least one shot. There is some danger that if he stays on the bar too long, of A, backgammons, and B, he can't get off the ace point in order to get a lot of these late game shots. A lot of the last minute winning chances, from playing an ace point game, like the classic one is the coup classique, where your opponent's got 3 men on his 2 point, you've got 1 waiting on the ace point, he rolls any ace except for double aces. So there's 10 numbers which leave 2 blots, you scoop them both up and win the game. You can't make any of those plays if you're stuck on the opponent's ace point and you can't release it. And we're heading in that direction. There's very little danger that Mehrdad gets all 3 checkers off the bar and advances. So yes, to sort of roll double ones right away, followed by double 5s or 6s. Much more likely, Mr. B will be bearing off while Mehrdad still has checkers on the bar. There we got 1 in. We're safe on any number here. 3-1. Shuffle around, see if you're safe on 6s, 5s. Yeah, double 5s leave a shot here, so you got something to root for. Double 5s? No. 6 in, 4 off. This is not a position where you want to leave a voluntary shot because your opponent's with opponent having 3 on the bar, because the opponent's home board is already ready to contain you. There are some obscure positions where bearing off, you actually leave a blot on your 6 point on purpose in order to clear it before your opponent can regain his footing. But this is miles away from. Oh, there's an involuntary shot and missed. All right, this repeats. That's 1 shot, and this is a repeater. Can't hide it. Yeah, you got to play the 5 first, and then it's 5-3. The dice keep bouncing around. I can't tell what's out. We need a 4. Very much in the game with a 4. And we don't get to see what it was, but apparently it wasn't a 4. Oh, he's rolling. Double ones. Big. Okay, meanwhile, Mehrdad should do his best to be ready when he hits the shot to contain it. He can't run off the gammon. He can get backgammon. So there's some reason. Also, there's that, late game clear the ace point in order to create new shots. High on Mehrdad's list is getting off the 24 point. It's late enough in the game here that getting off the 24 point with at least 3 checkers is number 1 priority. We're well into the backgammon zone here, and it's there he gets out. It's freeze frame. I don't necessarily see every roll and every play. Get off. Get off. Only 1 can get out. Okay, we have no shot numbers. Safe for 1 roll. Well, that sets up the worst. Okay. Get at least 1 out. Get him out. Now, here comes our first shot. If we catch 1, we'll catch them all. But was it 4-2 or was that cocked? Yes, we need an ace. Need an ace. Barring an ace, get at least 1 of them out of there. Need an ace, any ace. Bezando bebar. No, double 5s. Oh, now the question, do we abandon our get off the back? I think you have to get off the backgammon. I mean, how are you gonna catch him? There's only gonna be 1 checker left. Got to get off the backgammon. No backgammon, end of everything. I mean, if you stay back, you're risking a backgammon in order to try to win the game against 1 checker. Double 1, at double match point, you hold your position. Your opponent rolls either double 2s or double 1s, better yet. Then you release the ace point, and then you catch the last 2 checkers. But this is that's a 1 in 1,000 shot. So you got to get out and get off the backgammon. Well, it would have been more fun to hit a shot. More perverse to see a backgammon, and we got none of the above. We got some excitement with bits of it, at least from my perspective, bits of it cut out by the herky-jerky streaming. It may well be when this is replayed that it's all smooth. Wonder how well my commentary will match up with what's actually happened on the board. Okay, 5-3. Everybody makes their 3-point. Boy, we had fun experimenting with this back in the 1970s. Nobody knew what to do. Long phases of down and split or two checkers off the midpoint, thinking the 3-point was too far advanced to make early in the game. There's something to all that. It just turns out that having an extra point in your board is a good thing, which is why the making the 2-point with 6-4 came up quite a bit in popularity. All right, well, go straight for the spin cycle. Both sides have advanced anchors. Mr. B has a nice blockade there on his 10-point, but he's now got this now basically boils down to what's the race. And I don't know what the race is. The race is probably relatively close. Down 18 pips there, but you get back 14 of them. This is a very close race, so nobody's doing anything to anybody. Count it out. Players at home count it out. One easy way to do this is look at the two checkers that Black has on the 20-point and move them around to his 11-point. That's 9. That's 18 pips. So Black's 18 pips down. Take the two checkers on his 20 around to the 11 to mirror Red's position. So he's 18 pips down, but then Red has two checkers on his 10-point. That's 20 pips you get back. So now you're 2 pips up, and he's got 8 more pips on his 8-point. Now you're 10 pips up. This is looking good. Then he's got 6 more. There's 16 pips up, and then you get back all 16 of them. So it was actually an even race, I think. So I think this now puts Mehrdad well ahead, possibly by 16 pips, if I counted correctly. They will be taking their time to count correctly, but it seems like only if you're behind in the race would you stay back there on the 20-point and try to play for the contact. If you're ahead in the race, the contact is very much against you. If you're behind in the race, then the contact works in your favor. And we can probably, he's counted it. If he doesn't run, it means I miscounted before, or he miscounted. The best way to count, pull him out there and count here. All right, I thought from a quick try. Okay, if I was right and he was up 16, just gave 11 back, so he's up 5. We'll see if there's a pause in the action at some point. We'll recount. I think Black's ahead something like a dozen based on what might be an erroneous early count. That brings it down to 6. So nobody's doubling anybody if the count is correct. Mehrdad wants to release from back there. Oh, roll that over. That's a 2-1. No good there. 3-5 or 3-6 or big doubles. That'll do. If we were up by 6 or something, this makes us up by 17. He must think he's behind. So either I had a miscount or he had a miscount. We'll see if at some point somebody will come up for air, and we'll see what the real count actually is. They must both think they know it. Here, the positions are almost identical. Look, the home boards are almost identical. The Red's up 1 pip there, then down a bunch there. Black's ahead by some, probably about 8. Slow down, guys. Well, it's probably very close to even at this point. So fill in your 4-point and your 5-point. So I think that's one way or the other. You want to come in smoothly on your 6, 5, and 4. With maybe a little bit of a slope to it, a little bit of a slant. More on your 6 than your 5 than your 4. Don't shortchange your 4-point here. For both sides. Mr. B should be filling up his 4-point even with a 2, he should fill the 4-point rather than bring a checker in. Okay, now he must know the count. I think, yeah, that's 6 in and then a 5 from the back. You don't want to go to you don't want to go beyond the 4-point unless you can do so smoothly or you're forced in deep. And we're still three crossovers. There's 11 pips. Yeah, one way or another, put a third on the 3-point and one on the 2-point. Let's see, one way or another. That's one way or the other. So he's done that. Black's clearly ahead by some, but not a lot. He's taking a minute to think, or he's rolling. Double 4s. Okay, well, there's a soft 4-point, but a bunch of pips. Okay, give us like 8 or 10 pips here, and we'll see. Oh, now we up 3, even, down 5. It's still a close race. Is red up only 4 pips? Is that possible? Well, we'll see when he rolls. Yeah, it must be. I got a quick count of 4. I'm not real accurate, and my head is spinning, not seeing everything. But 2 and 5 off. That was 7 pips, I think. And ooh, keep that 6 alive. There's 9. So we're 3 in and 6 off. What did we do? It all went too fast for me. Maybe it was just 2 checkers in. And we're counting and rolling. 2-1. That's not good. Roll a big number to even everything up. 3. That's a very big number. That did more than even everything up. Now big advantage to Merdad. Okay, Mr. B, show him with some dice. 5, 6, that's pretty good. Now do we know what's happening? 10 checkers. 10 checkers against 10 checkers. Look at black must be up by a fair amount. 3, 6, 9, 10, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 checkers each. We're up 2, 3, 4, and 4, 8 pips. That's a lot. I double. I don't know if I take. That's a bunch of pips. How many pips? We got 27, 30, 38 pips, and we're up 8. Is double pass. That's the end of that. Wow. Probably was very close the entire way. Some of the counts were right or wrong. It was just nip and tuck until the double 6s came. First double 4s for one side, then double 6s for the other, or whatever it was. All right, 7-4. Still a long way to go. 12 to go and 15 to go. That's a bunch. All right, and are we breaking a take? Rewrapping our scarf, cleaning our glasses, taking a break. The coffee is almost empty. But it's not my job to run off and fill my own coffee. I need to hire an assistant. I wonder where our guest commentator is. I'm going to send him a text, see if he's actually awake and out building snowmen or available to play with us. And pardon me a second here. Try, yeah. Try calling him. I'm not gonna bother him. He'll yell at me. Just wait and see if he shows up. Actually, during the break, I'm gonna take a very brief timeout and kill my audio and try to call my guest guy, see if he's awake and gets angry at me for bothering him so early. All right, I apologize for the dead air time. I don't know how long this break might last. I did reach out to I'm charging my phone on my computer outlet now. The computer wants to seize control of my see what surprise guest. Got voicemail. It's it's just a little after 8 a.m. in Boston, and they're in the middle of one of the biggest blizzards they've had in decades. But what better excuse than to wake up and watch good, exciting backgammon in Cyprus, world away. So we'll see. Left him a voice message. Maybe we can get a seldom heard. Well, it's Bill Roberti is the surprise guest. He said he was willing yesterday when I spoke to him, but he would not be up this early. We started, it was 7 a.m. on the East Coast in the US, and the northeastern US is getting blizzarded as we speak, a late winter, very serious, like a couple of feet of snow falling, and lots of heavy wind. I'm just outside of Washington, D.C., just slightly north of Washington, D.C., and it's a winter wonderland out here, but just a few inches of snow. My driveway's all covered up. When I'm done with this commentary, I got to fire up the industrial strength snow machine and try to clear my driveway so I can get in and out. Roberti lives in a condominium or a couple of condominiums outside of Boston. And what the heck's he got to do? He's got nothing to do. He should just get up and play backgammon with us. So what the heck? My phone says it's snowing out, but looking out the window, it is not right here. In any event, I'm at the southern edge of this record blizzard, and it's just sort of an annoying several inches of snow. No big deal. Boston and New York, very different. High wind, horizontal snow, and measuring it in feet, not inches. So that's kind of cool. Sadly, Mike Sienkiewicz, Roberti age, great player from all of the 20th century, going back, to the. I'm not sure if he started playing in the late 60s. I think when exactly Senk learned backgammon, I don't know. He was U.S. Armed Forces chess champion in the late 60s. He was actually drafted into the military for a short while. And has played backgammon kind of ever since. Still plays lots of speed chess on his mobile device when I'm traveling with him. Just filling dead air. I've not been to Cyprus. I've not been to this tournament. Well, they wouldn't let me play because I can speak a little bit of backgammon and Farsi, but I could not pass myself off as Middle Eastern under any stretch of the imagination. This is great fun. It's great fun watching players who I may have seen their name now or then, but they're mostly not in the circles that I normally move in or get to watch. And we've seen some very, very good backgammon. These guys know what they're doing. I don't have an XG feed. Anybody who's really interested in that, go run it through XG or I'll tell you what, it's very educational if you've got the patience to go back and watch this video, or if you're watching this after the fact, and transcribe it into XG yourself. You'll learn a lot as you transcribe. While you're transcribing, you can give yourself lessons, like do your own commentary while you're transcribing, maybe even make little footnotes. Then when you're done, run it through, see where the errors are, check the errors on higher levels of have taught yourself a lesson just as the commentator as opposed to as the player. That's the best way to learn backgammon, even for very good players. All right, we're off and running. Everybody rolled 5-1. Everybody came down and split. Your opponent splits, you split. Your opponent builds, you build. I don't know if that's a truism, but that's the sort of the thing you think about for opening rolls. Opponent splits, you split. Copy your opponent, unless you don't feel like it. I like to keep my PR a bit worse than my contemporaries by refusing to entirely go along with everything that XG says I'm supposed to, and instead do things I enjoy more. Right or wrong, they're more fun. All right, 5-1's, yeah, a little awkward. I don't know that I don't know that I wouldn't rather be on the 23 point and put the well, he likes this. All right. Stepping up to the 22 means you want to try to make it. Staying back on the 23 means you're just keeping the flexibility back there in exchange for maybe a little more flexibility up front. Once your opponent has an advanced anchor, you kind of want to get an advanced anchor too. You're playing at a strategic disadvantage if your opponent's got an advanced anchor and you don't. And we're seeing that right here. Tell you the temptation is to step forward. Yeah, that's just what I was talking about. Now I'll tell you what, if Mr. B had one more checker on his 8-point, something like a 5-3, you'll probably just poke him off the 5-point. That's right. All right, I love it. I love it. I love it. Maybe motivated by being slightly behind. Can't possibly pass this. Take and joke. Jof char. Hone page begir. There it is. Made the 5-point. And now we need a 3 to stay in the game. Otherwise, up, in we come. I don't think this is a time to go dancing out. We counterattack on our 5-point and win that way. Whoa, that'll do it. In spades. Boom, boom. Another joke. What the heck? Do it. Okay, now we got timing problems. It's a 5 prime versus in with both, but way back we could cost us our prime. Now you want a 3-6 is a dream. Ace-5 is closer to a nightmare than a dream. I don't know about the hit. It might be right just to play in front of him. You don't want to push him off the ace point forward. You want to leave him back there. I might have actually just slotted right in front of him. But and by the way, the double 5s and 6s which fail would be, smashing your home board, and you'd be priming versus priming. But we're still priming versus priming. Very, very difficult. Be careful how you enter. Watch out. Oh, no entry at all. Now we don't have, this is not anywhere near redoubling. If we can spring a 6. Wow. Wow. Okay, well, we can leave 2 blots and almost want to get hit back. I just, can you really win this by giving up your prime? And you've got that blot on the ace point. I'm not sure the best chance to win this isn't actually just to hit him loose, keep your 5 prime, and hope to get hit back. Yeah, and show us the play. Come on, show us the play, Merdad. You see it. You have to see it. It's this is maybe he's looking for shots that come in and crack. Ace-6 and 2-6 come in and crack. If you leave the 8-point, then you're taking away his crack. Leaving the 8-point, he can't crack with 5s. This is. I'd love to get a look at this. I'll make a note. Score 7-4. Double ace. Priming. Go back and take a peek at that. Any of you fans that have your XG set up, run that through it. All right, it looks like 5-6 was rolled. The double hit would not have worked. He'd have danced. And now we're down to, well, really needing boxes or to hit a fly shot. Is that, no 6 there? Can we build 1 point, slot another? Could still conceivably win the race. We got to. Okay, that's. come closer or stay back and try to catch him if he comes out. You know, oh, he got caught. Hit back. Well, this could get nasty quickly. Cover in another 6, and it's anybody's game. Well, there's the cover. Yeah, I don't think you want to slot it. I think you won 6, and it gives you plenty of threat. Also, if you slot it, you got to use a 6 to cover it. So that's inconvenient. If it was going to be right to slot, you wouldn't want a 6 to cover it. Dance and make it fun. Okay, 1-6, and this suddenly is anybody's game. Any 6. No, 3-2. Well, now ask the expert, you know, do you slot where you've got coverers that aren't 6s, or do you just keep praying for a 6 and don't close the board? Not an easy play, that. Maybe complete safety was right. Maybe it saves more gammons. Wouldn't surprise me if it wins more gammons. Oh, you get it back anyway. Okay, get 1-6 out and then see what your opponent thinks about the cube. Although you got to be careful about turning the cube to 4 when you're ahead by 3 points in a match, because it could later come to 8. This is a match score is now rearing its ugly head. This is for sure a double, but at this match score and redoubling to action. Is he going to give it up? Yeah. I guess the match score wasn't gross enough. Interesting though, that game had the potential to have 8 or even 16 points up for grabs. Another good one. See and cube, priming plus cube. There's a great game. Whatever game at the score of 7-4. Check that out. Making notes for future research. All right, there's this silly 6-1 again. I may yet try a few 6-1s and not make my bar point. See how much people laugh at me. All right. For a long time, I played 6-5 out and down on the opening roll, and they stopped laughing at me pretty quickly. Back then, no one knew how to play backgammon very well, and I sort of did. All right, 4-6 or 6-4. Interesting. Split there and down with a 6, or split with a 6 and down with a 4. Beats me, as long as you do one or the other. The danger here is you're put in the fight where you can't afford to lose it. Whereas if you split out to the bar point, you can sort of afford to lose that fight. And your rehits are those nasty 6s. All right, what do we got? We got 2 in and no good 6. So down we come. Now anchor, hit, build a point. Could hit 2, could hit and keep going. The problem with hitting 2, I mean, it's so often right to put a second checker in the bar. If you just did so without thinking about it, you'd probably be right more often than you were wrong. This is the you don't really need the tempo. You're okay as it is, and you don't really leave your opponent's checkers deep in your home board on the 2 and 3 point. In with a 3 and hit. Okay, still not developed enough. You know, a joker one way or the other could turn this game around. Perfect play. Now red anchors, and I kind of like the other play better. Yeah, I think red anchors with red advances and makes an anchor with any 2 small numbers. Look at that. It's a 9, but it can't quite sneak through that blockade. Sort of, I'll tell you what, it might be right to run out. Yeah, I like it. Good play. It's just playing. That's pure strategic play as opposed to the immediate tactics. You've left 4 blots, you've left a million hits, and it's still probably the right play. You got to get your checkers out and contest the outfield. He got missed while building his 5 point. Now anchor, build your 11 point and sort of try to neutralize the game. 11 point secondary, big anchor, take the anchor. Don't worry about the blots. That's my humble opinion. And look, if you take the anchor with a 2, what the heck do you do with a 3? I just make the 21 point and hold on to your hat. Yeah, now we're talking. Now we're playing backgammon. You don't want to be back there. That's just this. Why settle for a definitely clearly inferior position when you can fight for, even here if you get hit, it's not so terrible. It's not so terrible if he hits you off. If he hits you, he's giving up a point he doesn't want to give up. Look at this. Black gets crunched with double 1s. Don't go thinking about doubling here. You do not have a double, and you're leading in the match. Don't give that away. Easy take, in my humble opinion. Lots of play left in this game. Lots of play left in this game. But good to think about it. How's our clock doing? Yeah, well, we've seen Meredith taking more time in general than Mr. B, but uh, I think he's right to roll, and I would re-roll. 5-2 is, like I said, all of it with all his spares stacked in a 6 point. You don't want to move anything. I mean, here, as I was saying yesterday, this is a position where not only do you not want to play what you want to play only half your roll, you don't want to play any of your roll. Roll the 5-2, pick up your dice, hit your clock, or roll your 5-2 and hit your clock, as the case may be. All right, he chose to make his move. Maybe that was right. We didn't have time to sort it out. I was too busy babbling about something else. Now we're counterattacking successfully. It just feels like you want to play 6-5 almost no matter what your other choices are. If nothing else, it doesn't hurt your eyes to look at that. See if you it's another squeeze. If you hit with a 6, you don't have a 3. So you hit with a 6 and hit your clock. Or you don't hit, or if you hit with a 6, you can also just slot the 3. Love it. I love it. Do it. Right or wrong, do it. Yes. Oh, this is great. You can't go doubling this. Back 50 years ago, people would gleefully double this, and the experts would beaver them, and then who knows what would happen. It's not a beaver, but it's also, I don't believe it's a double. There's just I mean, your opponent's anchored on your 4 point, and he's got his own 6, 5, and 4 points. And um, and we're what did I miss? Somebody doubled and then danced. Is that what happened? Double dance 4-2. Okay, I guess that. Don't go crazy. Need a 3. Some aces are awkward. Oh, double 3s. Spectacular roll. Now, can we do something good with the other 3, or do we just have to do this? All right, and double 1, spectacular the other way. Yeah, why not? Why not try to do this going forward? I don't. Yeah, is that just one blot of the air, or two? 2, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 12, 14. There's only one up. Look at this. Okay, we need 6s and 3s. Any 6 or any 3. This must be the right place. Almost forced. Any 6 or any 3. It's a 3. Little baby 3. Okay, what do we got for awkward stuff here? Nothing really terribly awkward because he can play a 6. Ace 4 or 4 ace. You really want to come in with a 4, but then you got to leave it all these shots with the ace. Yeah, it looks a little rich. I think you got to come in with the ace and then button up. Now we want a 3-6 to get out of there, or a 3-5, or even a 3-4. I think you step up with the 3. You gotta try to win going forward. So play that 4 and step up with the 3. This is, it could blow up. He might attack you on the ace point and get away with it, but this is, you win by going forward. And here, you can either win by going forward, probably the right play, even though it leaves that funny looking 4 stack. Now a 9 or a 2, if he hits with a 2, get out from the back. What do we got? Everybody's hitting dice, rolling around. What happened? I'm not quite sure. There's a little herky-jerky on the streaming here. I can't see what's happened. Well, I know red needs a 6 or a 5, that's for sure. Ooh, 5-4. Well, that 5-4 we can play, we'd cover our point. 4-3. Oh, I don't know. It's everybody out of the pool. That leaves the 5s and 6s to cover and the 5s and 6s to get out. Maybe just one home. Well, nope. He's going for the whole hog, cover it. What happened? Did we lose a die? There's some confusion. Who's on roll? Who's on first? All right. Yeah, this is not going to be. He's still got to get a checker out. Don't go spinning any loose 4 cubes here. Five or a six? Yes, any five or six counts. I think you leave it slotted. You win this not by making your ace point, but by covering your bar point. You can cover your bar point, and you can basically claim 2 points. Okay, you got to get in, and preferably with a ace five is annoying. You don't want to roll ace five, but you do want to get in. Ace five, oh no! All right, now what's going on? Now we've got a second blot. Now we got to be, this is cube action. Everybody stop and think. All right, forget the thinking. Take that. Not my problem, it's my opponent's. And I was about to say that. That's often when I'm playing doubles, I look at my partner in a position like this and say, look, this isn't our problem, it's their problem, and turn it to four. And this is their problem. I mean, you take this, you can lose 8 points just like brushing your teeth. This is easy eight loser. All right, great. Yeah, I think that was a little bit of a frisky double, although there was a fortunate turn of events. That was exciting and some good stuff to go back and look at. Wow, that was great. Ace five, who'd have thunk it? All right, 9 against 6, 13 to go against 12 to go. That can't be right. 9 against 6, 13 to go against 11, 10 to go. Still a long ways, a whole bunch, double digits. Okay, there's our 6-1. Everybody starts with 6-1. When do we force, the variation of backgammon I used to like to play is for the first few rolls of the game, you have to make the second best play. All right, in any event, get this weird. Yeah, you definitely want to try to make that. You definitely want to hit him off there with an ace or an eight. And you've got those neat sixes in there. Mr. Whippersnapper. About time to send him another. Oh, he's already doubled. Is that cube? Is that a recent cube, or is that left over from last game? Yeah, it looks like he doubled somewhere during the blinking. Boy, I wish it wasn't blinking, or I was paying more attention. In any event, I'm going to assume the cube is over here, and nice advantage. You need to do that. Yeah, I guess you sort of do. You don't really want to trade your bar point for your 3-point. Just come home from here. Don't roll double fours and wreck our position completely. 6-3 builds a little bit, buys a little breathing space. There's a little bit of, counter priming threat here if Mr. B can't clear. Well, he got off of the 16 points, so that takes care of that. I think he should. I think that's doing him more harm than good holding that point. Nice and flexible, no shots. Yeah, might as well. You're gonna want your board as best you can have it. There is some long-term racing off the gammon from you. You can race off gammons from the ace point fairly easily. And you got to be ready in case your opponent rolls a quick double sixes or double fives or something, and all of a sudden you've got blots to shoot at. I think both down here is just, clearly right. And now see what your choices are. Probably just build your 3-point. And here, looking at possibly slotting, probably not. Ace cover anything could be dangerous. So this could cover our 3-point now, or our 7, or wow, double fives. We're the ones that are moving too far ahead. Yeah, bring them all in, kill our sixes so we don't got to bust our board, but we're on the verge of the how do you like your peanut butter? Crunchy. Who'd have thunk it? Looked like we had tons of time. I do think you want to kill the final 6 if there was a way to do that. I don't think you want to make your ace point. Yeah, I think that's asking for trouble. I think you got to bring them all home. Yeah, and I think I'd be surprised if he didn't do that. I think that's a mistake. And now a 6 is killing 6 pips, which you don't have to kill. Yeah, I guess this that sets up for the ugly 6-5. Okay, and there's no six. There's still another six that you've got a close board. He's playing for 6-5 right now. Nope. Again, could have and another 2-1 still alive. 6-5 again. 5-4. Everybody in. All right. Well, if you go, oh, everybody goes. Okay, I say you can run off the gammon from the ace point. How about winning the game? Not so far out of it. One more doubles and it's anybody's game. Run. Whoa, that takes care of that. Stop this nonsense. Dead in its tracks. Remember that 6-0 lead or whatever it was? It's about to have just about evaporated. All right, is there any yeah, little teeny potential for a couple of big doubles in a row? 12 checkers left against 7. That's not very good. Oh, 2-1. He's waiting. Okay. Oh, we got to get 4 off or at least 3 off. And got 2 off. All right. Maybe a couple more 2-1s. Make it close. Yeah, that looked like too many pips, whatever it was. It wasn't a 2-1. That's nothing. 5 checkers left against 8 checkers left. Oops. I've lost track. The position fades in and fades out. That's a 3-1. That's no good. Still could do it. It's going to need to keep the numbers tied together and keep them bigger than 3. So double sixes or double fives or double fours, followed by double sixes or double fives or double fours. We need loaded dice with nothing but 4s, 5s, and 6s on them. Oh, I saw the 4 first. All right. 8 to 9. 8 to 9. So what's that? 10 to go, 11 to go. All right, 1-0 to 11. Nothing to it. Getting down to where our match equity tables show the numbers. Whatever happened to our surprise guest? Guy's sleeping in. All right, there's the 3-1. Ah, you like it now. Even though you're down a point in the match, you're feeling pretty good. 5-3. You know, there's all these temptations to come down and split up against that. And read Bill Roberti's How to Play the Opening and Backgammon. He'll tell you exactly when it's right to do that. 5-2. All right, now we're challenging. Double fives, we just got smacked down. And this is where this is going to be a cube decision here for one side or both. That might have been a little bit hasty with the cube there. That likely need take a roll. You know, maybe you roll just 2 big numbers, and then you're clearly playing for a gammon. I think that was there's a bunch of those that pop up. I found them going back a ways myself. When if you don't have XG and you don't have all the matches recorded, you don't realize there was a potential blunder, and that may well have been a blunder. It's again so often because that's where I learned so much and studied so much with from Paul McGreal. Experts. Now we're talking about back in the 1970s or 80s. Experts, one of experts' big cashing games that they should play on. I think that was a clear example. 4th, we're 3-2 roll over. We need a 4 to hit him or something else to build a nice board. And we get none of the above. So it's 3 or bar, 3 or bar, 3 or bar, bar. Double ace. Well, this is fairly easy. And yes, split. Now red Mr. B needs a point. Yes. That's a too big. What do you do with this mess? One plan is to you could keep that going. I mean, he's thinking keep it going or lift the blot, keep it going or lift the blot. All right, we'll just play with just this, and there's just not that many builders in position, and see what we can do. Well, hit. If you're hit, don't mess around the other side of the board. Bring more ammunition. You're going to want more ammunition one way or the other. Get your hand out of the way. Yeah, this sure looks right to me. I mean, red's not in any position to hurt you, and red has awful sixes because he has to give up his 6 point with one. I is a great time. You got 3 homeboard points. He's got 1. All his checkers are stacked up. Yours are spread out all over the board. Go for him. Take the initiative. And we hit back. And I think now spread something out a little bit. It's a half a step in the right direction. I don't think you want to step up with the ace. I like this a lot. And now there's awkward sixes. 4-3. I don't think you want to go breaking your board and slugging. I think make this as good. And now, black still has a pretty good position. 4-2 does what? Anchor, and then what? Hit or slot in front of it. Well, hit, check it, might be mate. I don't know. Ace-6, in with the ace. And yeah, that seems good. Now, what do we want to do? Build our 5-point or try the racing game. I don't think you want to look at that. What if you just take those back 2 checkers all the way around? Well, he's looking at covering from back there, 2 out and cover and hit, and then you're still stretched pretty thin. I think you have to play the 2. I mean, it sort of feels like not worrying about that blot and just coming around to the 10 points. Got to be a strong candidate. All right, now we need an ace. We don't need an ace. An ace would be extraordinarily helpful. And having not rolled an ace, I think you have to stay back there and keep the goalie in place and slot all your points. Now we've got some awkward rolls here. There almost have to be awkward. We got to cover the blot first of all, and then have something left over to, like here, you can cover the blot, but then what? Where's the 3? Well, there is no 3 without leaving a shot. So maybe we just don't cover the blot and build a point. We kind of like to build our 5-point, but we can't leave them 6s and 1s. So maybe just build the 3-point. Could also just clear the midpoint and bring more ammunition down. Yeah, he's looking at all the plays. There you go. I kind of like it. You have to see it before you make it. Right or wrong, I like the fact that he spotted it. And here we filled in all the holes. Now covering that thing becomes a little more important. And 5-3 again. Well, now we can legally cover it from the back and maybe facing the 5-point board, missing the ace point. There was some whale. Whale was 4-point board. There was some word that Chris Bray was talking about that's supposed to describe the 5-point board missing the ace point, but I think 5-point board missing the ace point is adequate. All right, now we're trying to get home. Mr. B's trying to get home. A couple of little ones, a couple of medium ones, 6-1 or 5-1. Get that goalkeeper out of our hair. There you go. A couple of little ones. That's nice. Yeah, don't go thinking too many high and lofty thoughts about clearing the 10-point. And let's make our 5-point. Worry about other problems later. Also, your opponent might go cruncho. You block double 4s in. 5-1. He can handle one more roll. Okay, now we can actually, this is safe but ugly. And he used our 6 pips exactly right. 5-4-1, 3-2. Where's the second die? I've gone blind. Well, we've gone herky-jerky, and I only see one die on the table, so I don't know. Well, oh, no, it's right in the middle of the board. It's a deuce. So, is there a way to play safe? I don't see one instantly. And is there a way to do anything good? Boy, what are our choices? Make the 3-point. That's silly. That leaves a double shot. You can do that. Well, that's 11 numbers only, but boy, you got to clean this up next turn. My goodness. Ooh, 3-1. Well, there goes our home board. Almost certainly you have to stay back there on the ace point. So you got to crunch something. And do you keep that spare on the 6 points so you're not forced off on the other side of the board? Or do you just tidy it all up and leave no blots? That's what he's thinking about. He's going to play that ace, and now does he keep it going or does he clear the 6? And if he keeps it going, he's got a 5 to play, so he doesn't have to leave his anchor. But with your opponent having 5 men stacked on his 2-point, well, the anchor is so cool because it's got that 6 blocked. I mean, this is just incredibly annoying. There must be some nifty 6s that could pop up here. 6-1. Oh, look, that actually covers the 3-point. That seems like the right play to me. Is there any other trick play available? Yeah, well, you can make the ace. No, this just looks clearly right. Clearly right. And you got the checker back on your ace point, 5 primed. I don't see any argument for doing anything other than what he just looked at. But I guess plan B is he'll show us. You can say, look, I'm duplicating 3s, but you're also destroying your position. This one, there's easy life after death here. You get hit, you're far from lost. All right, 2-1, nothing. Now this should be much easier to bring home, partly because there's a good chance that Merdad's going to be forced off of his anchor the next turn. And we once again have a number which doesn't play. Wow. Huh. Yeah, I think keeping him primed on the ace point is a pretty big deal. It's only 11 hits. If the other play is to leave him to clear the bar point, but now there's way more hits and it's much harder to win after getting hit. I think you got 5 men on the 2-point, you might as well have 6. It looks ugly, but I think it's probably right. It keeps that checker on the 24-point 5 primed. All right, here we go. Need a 4. 3-4 would be brilliant. 4 something else would be exciting. And no 4 at all is ugly. You don't want like a 6-3 to pop loose. Oh, 6-3, you can play 6-2. There's a 4 with a 1. All right, now we've got several rolls to come in with a 6. There's no redouble soon. All right, there's 1 roll wasted. We need a 3. Get that 3 up there. No 3. Okay, here's our second shot at a 6. It's a race, the 6 against the 3. We failed. We used the 3 up, so that makes it harder for him to roll 1, right? 2-1. He's rolling very, very small. Yeah, he might as well come in range. I mean, box tupple's going to crush you anyway, so he's looking around to see if he can. All right, he's just keeping things covered, and to heck with box tupples. Although, maybe guarding against 6-5 is better. Now 6-6 and 6-5 squashing. 6 anything. Nope, danced. Need a 3. It's about time. And it's 3-6. Boom. Okay, now we need a 6 for sure. Otherwise, an old friend may come to visit. We're in. Excellent. All right, nah, you're not nearly enough in the race. You don't have enough threats. I think we wait a turn. I think he's counting the race to see, but there's a lot of stuff going on here. I'm inclined to. I mean, you pick and pass with a 5, and he comes in again, and he's still got to take. Maybe. There are 6 checkers on the 2-point over there, but those aren't that many pips. Well, it's certainly right. I mean, it's just knee-jerk reaction is it's an easy take this turn, and it might not be an easy take next turn. I mean, you can roll whatever your joker is. Double fives, hit, lift, bring two around, then dance. Then he dances, and yeah, you've lost your market. If you roll your best double fives, or you roll a five and keep going, and he just comes back in again, and maybe you got a double, maybe you don't. And just how bad or good is the race? What if nobody ever hits anybody? I don't know. It feels to me like you should wait. Cube could be very valuable. One roll down the road. Well, let's see who can count. We got 42 for a closed board, but we're seven closer, so that's 35, and 11 is 46, and 30 sounds like 76 for one side. And okay, here we go. We didn't double. We crept closer with some little baby number. Looks like it must have been a 3-1. And we rolled a whoa, we rolled a hit. Okay, now 4-3 and 1-6 and 4-6. There's six numbers in there. And 4-6, that's on the list. That's on the list. Now we can think about cubing if he dances. Get in, make it fun. No, now I think it's no. I don't think it's our problem. I don't think it's our problem. I think it's our opponent's problem at this point. Yeah, there it comes. And he already made up his mind. Yeah, you got our lead back. 9, 11, which means 10 to go, 8 to go. How's our clock time? It's still lots. All right, back to the herky-jerky action. 4-1, double ones. Point and split because your opponent is split. Might as well go out there and challenge him. 6-3, challenges right on your head. Get back in, make an anchor, bring a builder, do something. Okay, 5-6, in and run, and 5-1. I don't know about that tempo hit. Well, that's what these fancy players do these days. 5-6, ignores the entire tempo hit and runs away. Now we want to get up there and anchor somewhere. That'll do it. 6-4, now we play for here forever. You got to wait a little bit, I think. Well, it depends on who's ahead in the race. I mean, assuming Merdad's ahead in the race, I think he should wait until there's a threat to clear the midpoint. Meanwhile, Mr. B just builds his board. I'm not sure. Down 8 pips out there, but you get a bunch of it back over there. It's got to be, the race is probably pretty darn close. Yeah, I mean, I try to get checkers off my midpoint as fast as I can. That's my general plan. So if you roll the double twos or double threes, that you can get home. And next trick is try to roll a 6-1 or some doubles in here to get off the 14 point. And meanwhile, Mr. B is just waiting for big doubles himself while building his board. What we think is a close run. There's double threes. Well, it's yeah, I like the idea of getting. You don't really want if you're ahead in the race, you don't want the 11 point. That becomes a thorn in your side, and it ties up two checkers. He's counting out the race here. You can see he's up 10 there, and 5 more there is up 15. But then he's got to give back 16, so he's down 1, down 11, down 17, and gets back 8. Is he down 9 after all that? Is that possible? Seems like he should be ahead. No, I guess Red's got a bunch of checkers deep in the board. So is there some argument to actually keep the 11 point? Well, recount the race, which is what he's doing. If I can waste my time and recount the race, I'll try again. How many are actually on the 8 point? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 6 checkers on the 8 point. I wonder if I miscounted that. I might have counted it as only 5. So there's 6 checkers on the 8 point. And down. We can count the race later if we need to. He presumably has double 4s. That takes care of that. Much easier to count the race now, and pretty easy to see that black's behind. 4-1's not going to fix anything. Smooths them out a little bit. You want to 8-4. 8-4 is something you're tempted to do. All right, so now Mr. B correctly is counting the race. He's a trip. Just 3. All right, let me just take a second here. How many are on the 6 point? We have 5. Are we down to 5 on the 6 point? Yeah. So down 3 to get to there. 5, 15 up 21. Minus 8. Are we up 13 pips? This is a double and a pass. Well, let's see if I did a bogus count. Looks like 13 pips is double. If it's 13 pips, it's a double and a pass. Oh, I must have miscounted. We'll see where I miscounted shortly. Boy, big lead. He's gained a pip or two from whatever it was. And there's 8 pips. And there's 6 pips. He's gained a couple more pips. There's 5. Smooth them out one way or another. There's 5. I think we've picked up something like 4 pips since doubling. Sure looks like red still has a large advantage. There's 8 one way. I kind of like putting it on the 4. Yeah. Ooh, okay. Now I think we've only picked up like maybe a pip since doubling. Yeah, I think he had a bigger lead than. I think he had a big lead. I think Bear Dad might have miscounted. Go back after the fact and take a look. Well, now we got to finish this game. 4-1 doesn't do much good. Just see if we can roll. Look at all those pips he's ahead. Neither side has gained a great deal since the double, and Red's just way ahead. And now he's way, way ahead. All right, we need some big doubles to get back in this. Well, like 6-5 every time might be enough, but it's hard to roll 6-5 every time. And Mr. B just needs to, roll 7 pips every time. Just don't limp too much. 4-3 is not big enough. He's pretty close to being box proof, where he's still leading even if his opponent rolls boxes, but his opponent's not rolling boxes. Okay, keep our 7 or 8 pips going. Don't roll none of these little 2-1s and 3-1s. And now 3-2 at least takes 2 checkers off. Time for a big one. That's not a big one. Worst possible. Another bad number. After rolling reasonably well, they both are playing with just one die. 5 pips. Who's the first one to roll more than 6 pips? Yeah, I think play for boxes and then to have a chance. Assume you're rolling boxes. 5s aren't going to be good enough. Well, 6-4. We're set up for that. Need help. We're going to need a little help from our friends. There's a little help. Now, where's our boxes? Where's our boxes? 4-2. Well, get a checker off. Now we need lots of help. Too little boxes, too little. Too big. Still can be, yeah, now we need boxes and a 2-1. Nope, that's only one checker off, not enough. That's the end of that. 11-11. 8 away, 8 away. Look at all those ones. All right, moving down to the forget the long match nonsense. Remember it was 6-0 at one point? Now we've tied it up at 11. Win 2 points for every one your opponent wins. All right, here we go. No automatic. 5-3. Still making the 3-point. Still having urges to start playing it differently when I play in my next tournament, which is this upcoming week. Maybe drive everybody crazy by playing every opening roll incorrectly. 6-3 hit and split. I mean, I think hit and build, but what the heck? This is, I like the tactical go at 'em things, but this is the balance. This is the balanced play. When you hit and split, when you hit and build. I know I've already got the extra homeboard point. I think I like the hit and build positions, but that may just be me. All right, anchored there. And that changes the complexion of the game considerably. Yeah, boy, it feels. I don't think you want to hit. I think that's just putting checkers out of play. So what is happening here? Was that all legal? Well, I guess so. Some's skipping by me. Now 4-4, that's a good roll. I know how to play this one. Now we've got better get in and safe. Well, I mean, might as well hit them and then decide what to do about the cube. Yeah, I double. Whether it's a double or not, I double. It's scary looking. You could probably take, white red's position is well distributed. You got the anchor on the 18. You got that hole on the 5-point, which isn't about to be filled unless double threes gets rolled. That would be a joke. I'm very much in favor of the double. I'm inclined to try to squeeze out a take and have some fun with this. You're a long way from being stuck on the ace point. Well, yes, good. I like it. And ace 6, arguably worse than dancing. Okay, now we just roll a 2. Don't worry about hitting that block. Just roll a 2 or a 9. Ugh. I don't think we want to take that bait. I think you probably want to make the 2-point. Very sorry to get such a crappy roll after your opponent rolled a disaster. So much better if you could make the 4-point. I think hits way too dangerous. You could just sit on it and bring a checker off the mid, but I think you got to make the stupid point. Yeah, I think so. All right, now we need some 7s, 4-3, 6-1. Any old ace you may hit. Box tuples. That's just a 6, and it puts a 6 out of play. All right, a little 3-1 here or something. 6-2. Okay, out, and let's give him some stuff to shoot at. You can survive being hit. I mean, if you don't play that 2, what do? You don't really want to stack them all up. This gives you, if he doesn't roll a hit, you've got a great position. And yeah, maybe. Oh, look at that. There is an interest. I think he pointed at, and we got this herky-jerky stream here, so it's hard to tell. Oops, now somebody bumped the board slightly sideways. Anybody listen? Mate, if you can hear me, see if you can fix the camera. Somebody bumped something, and the stream is now crooked, lopsided. All the checkers are going to slide down to the left, make for some interesting positions. Both sides crunching. There we go. Get it straight. Thank you very much. Yeah, that's about right. Well, you can see it better than I can. Do we have a whole 3-1 to play here? I lost track. I think we must. So why aren't we, if we have a whole 3-1 to play? Oh, I see. We're waiting for the camera to be sorted out. Oh, the 3-1 was our opponent's roll. They sorted out the camera. Now he points to the obvious 5-2. I don't see a good alternative. So yeah, it is anybody's game. Only red holds the cube. Holds the cube. So having said that, I want red side. How do we play this? My goodness. I mean, you get too high. Breaking up your board just seems wrong. Well, I think you kind of have to do this. You got the 4-point board. He's only got 2. So let's wrestle. There are some jokers here, but I don't think there's enough jokers. It's just a simple point on him leaves just way too many return shots or anchors. You almost need to roll, baby doubles. I don't think it's quite up to. You're gonna have chances for better doubles later. I don't think this is a cube. That's an easy take. That's my humble opinion. I mean, your dream shot is you roll a 6-1. Now you may have a double almost no matter what your opponent does. If you roll a 6-1 and your opponent dances, or if you roll one of the small doubles, you can blitz them away and win 8 points, which conveniently wins the match. Which is one reason. That's thinking about it that way. They roll a double to 4, roll joke, and win the match. Plain and simple. All right, we're applying slow pressure now. We can anchor, and both sides are anchored, and then the game goes on for a while. If both sides anchored, who's going to get their doubles first? Right away, neither side can play any numbers. I don't know if you want to release here or just stick a checker on your 4-point. I don't think you've got a good enough blockade to release. I'm sticking a checker on a 4-point, but it's certainly worth looking at playing 18 to 11. What was that? I don't like that. Hey, bleh. What are you going to do next turn? All right, you can do this with impunity and see how red cleans it. Or black can just move his spare checker around the board and not worrying about being hit. And well, now he worries a little bit about being hit, but just plays the spare checkers part way, then covers his ace. I don't think you want to make any trick plays after the 15-point, although it's a 5-2. It's not a 5-1. Oh, with 5-2, we certainly, yeah, you're kind of forced to go here. I don't see what plan B is. I think you want to keep the midpoint. You don't want to like break the midpoint. So here, and there's nothing, no big threat. So we just roll something good. Maybe we roll a 2 and hit and scramble. And double 5s. Boom. Now the question is going to be, can we take the recube? We'll count the race when push comes to shove. Oh, double 4s. Well, that makes that easier. Now, before you hit your clock, count the race. And what are we? We're down 9 and 9, down 18 in the outfield over there, and one more is down 19. And then we get back a whole bunch. We get back 24, 19 minus 24. We're up 5, up 8, up 13. Give back 14. This is very, very close. Very close. So what do you want to do? Is the contact favoring you or favoring your opponent? It's all right. He's playing for the contact. I did a crude count and got it very close. Yeah, maybe the contact is favoring your opponent. If it's very close, maybe the contact's helping him more than you because you're going to get picked off trying to leave. Maybe not. We'll see. He can't leave, so yeah, punch the clock. Don't forget to punch the clock. And don't leave a shot. I'm not sure any number forces a shot, so 6-5 would be a try, but Now we either have to leave or break our board. We may not have choice. We have a choice, and we're choosing to leave, and probably double checking the double boy. This all, yeah, it's good. You're gonna. All right. Now we need a. I don't think this is a. What do you need? You need specifically a 6-1, 3-1, double ones. Your. My goodness, Bill, are you muted?
Let's see. Let me find. I don't think
Oh,
I'm muted. Can you
here.
hear
You're
me?
fine. I can hear you loud and clear. Can you see the camera?
Okay, we're all set.
You can see the board.
I can see the board. Yes, looks like
Is it
some.
a
Oh,
redouble? I don't think it's a redouble, but we're counting the race, and Red is thinking about redouble. Everybody, welcome two-time world champion Bill Roberti has joined the commentary.
hello, everyone. Good
Calling
to
from
be
his
here.
double-decker igloo in Cambridge, Massachusetts, or Arlington, somewhere
This
out
is
there.
the biggest storm of the last at least 10 years, maybe 15. It's
Oh,
quite
here comes the
something.
cube. Here comes the cube. You have to take, don't you? I mean, I don't have any choice here. This could be the last game of the match.
I would think so. Um,
4-1. Oh boy, now if you got the courage of your convictions, Bill, do you cover the 4 point and hit loose?
that makes you a favorite. What is the
Also,
race? I can't see a pip count here.
there isn't one. You got to do it in your head.
Oh,
He's
okay.
going for it. I mean, if he doubled, it almost had to be with the intention of doing this. The problem with this play is it's clearly the way to win. I mean, it's not even close. I mean, you've got to be yeah, you put it back.
Yeah, you're 70-30 favorite, basically. A little less than that because you could still win after you fan again. But
All right, he did not hit. He just buried it, and now 2-6 looks. We're getting a little bit of a herky jerky stream. Unless are you seeing it smooth?
I can't see the. Oh, I can see the dice. Okay, six and the. I don't know where the other one is.
It's right smack in the
Um,
middle of the board on the logo, the red die.
oh, okay, I can't read it. Yeah,
Yeah, well, it's a two. One's in
there's
the upper
something there,
right.
but yeah, okay, I can see it now. 6-2. Yeah.
All right, so here's the race. I mean, this looks. Oh, there goes that race. Double fives
Whoa.
puts an end to that action. See this. I'm not seeing my stream kind of comes and goes. The positions jump. I think it's not. I think we're a little light on
Yeah,
bandwidth.
it is very herky jerky. You're
Been
right.
that way the whole match. I don't, barring a major come from behind rally, this will not be the last game of the match, but easily could have been.
Could have
It's
been.
not over yet. There's still a lot of holes. 4-2, that's not a good roll. And get some checkers off here. Get back into the hunt.
Red only has 3 off, so yeah, this is definitely winnable.
Well, Black's putting his checkers off to the bottom of the board, so we can't count them in the tray easily, but we have to see what's left on
He's
the
got
board.
13 left, so he's got 2 off.
Right, all
3-2
right.
wasn't.
So watch those 6-3, great shot. 8 checkers left against 11.
8 against 11, correct.
Oh, no, another weak roll. All right, something with a 2. 6-5. Mr. B, that's the guy at the top. We call him Mr. B.
Mr. B, Barakat.
Yeah, it's apparently he likes to be called Mr. B, or that's a nickname. When he won the winners bracket, he's the winner of the winners bracket, and Mayrod Gudarzi at the bottom of the screen came through the losers bracket to get here. And
Looks like yeah, that one's
right.
over. Okay, 15.
All right, so
the score is 12. Oh, I'm putting the score. It must be 15-11.
Very, very exciting 4Q.
All right, so we could have some interesting cube action in this next game.
Well, yeah, it's kind of creepy. The guy
4-away, 8-away, very volatile stuff. You get somebody doubles and things happen fast. Oh, I think they're taking a break.
Oh, they can't take a break.
They're taking a break. There's nobody at the look at them. There's people walking around here.
All right. Well, is there anything? I presume, if you're just talking about races, you can, both sides can make normal doubles and takes.
Yeah, for the
As
for
long as there's
the
no,
initial cube is going to be pretty normal, and the recube is where it gets tricky because if the guy with the yellow score here, the yellow shirt on, if he doubles to four, well, if he gets double to four, it's an automatic redouble to eight. So um, yeah, we could see some exciting cube action.
yeah, Mr. B with the red checkers and 15 points. If there aren't gammons floating around, he can make normalish initial doubles because if he gets redoubled to four and there's no gammons, that puts him out exactly.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
The
so
first
those
cube
are
should be the first double should be pretty normal, no matter
uh,
who's doing it.
right. Um, Although even there, if there's gammons in the mix, Mr. B, the guy with 15, because he doesn't want to get redoubled to four when there's gammons floating around.
True.
The exact opposite is true for uh, uh, Mayor Dodd at the playing at the bottom. So all right, I think I mean you want to
Okay.
get you both sides want 4 points, so it's exciting. Hey, look, we had an 8 to go. We had a good chance that it was going to be the last game. Got
Hmm.
redoubled to four. It might have been redoubled to eight if the race had been closer, or it might have been a gammon. I mean, easily at the point the cube got turned to four, just when you came in,
Hmm.
it might have been a fairly safe bet to say this will be the last game of the match.
Okay.
It's either a gammon or a
Any
redouble.
opinion as to who's shown themselves to be the better player here?
I've seen them both play leading into this. Um, I think to win the winners bracket, Mr. B at the top was a little frisky and got a little lucky, got a lot lucky, but
Mm-hmm.
won. Um, my guess has
Bill Surprise. That's
yeah,
me.
Bill Surplus. Um, I would, and I don't want to offend anybody more than perhaps compliment Mayor Dad. Mayor Dad's taking his time and he's thinking out loud by showing us the moves he's looking at, and I think he's generally on the right track. Uh,
Okay.
so I mean, it's fun watching. We've had some great games, but I think perhaps Mayor Dad's been a little more deliberate, a little more careful, and things. This is a 19-point match. For a long time, match score wasn't playing a role. I really wonder about that last game when Mr. B made that sexy double and then didn't attack. I would think part of the reason for making the sexy double was to attack and win a gammon
Yeah.
potentially, or lose a gammon potentially. I guess the gammon loss was more likely than the gammon win there. Those are really, where you can put it all on the line, where you're like a 70-30 favorite.
Hmm.
Uh, those are exciting positions, and he chose
Oh,
for
what
the
do we have for clock times here? Looks like 20 minutes for red and 15 something for black.
right, and
Yeah.
they started with 38, I guess, 2 minutes for every point, so that would be 38. So yeah, they're well, you can see Black, which is Merdad. He's been playing. He's been using more of his time.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, I'm getting a call from my neighbor about getting um, here. I'm going to send him. I'm going to run away for just a second or two. My neighbor wants to get out our snow machine. We share one.
Oh, you're going to need it today. Whoa.
Yeah, it's not as bad here as it is where you are.
Oh, where I am, it's incredible. It's like the biggest storm of 20 years.
Yeah, now this they claim it was a little bit warmer down here. So they claim there were 5 inches of snow here. I don't think there were. I think more of
Hmm.
it was rain. I'm gonna
Hmm.
I'm gonna you can entertain the audience with tales of yore. I've got to run down and open my garage door so my neighbor can get at the snow machine.
All right, you go be a good Samaritan. I'll keep things going here. All right, so 15-11 to 9 to playing to 19. Yeah, although the score disparity is pretty big, I don't think it's going to affect the initial cube very much. The leader still could use 4 points, so if he were to double in a race and get redoubled, he wouldn't be terribly unhappy. And the trailer, he has an itchy trigger finger. He gets a lead. Um, he's going to want to redouble. He may be a little cautious though because his opponent will be able to use, the 2 points or the 4 points if it turns into a if the game goes gammonish in his favor. So in this kind of position, I would just expect pretty normal cube action, and checker play should be completely normal. Nothing. We're just not close enough to the finish line yet for these things to change radically from money play or play early in a match. Players are taking a fairly extended break, a little unusual for this stage of a match, but within the bounds of perfectly reasonable. Looks like someone is about to sit in their chair. That's probably a good sign. And here comes Mr. Yellow. Okay. We got blue against yellow, black against red. Okay. And players are getting ready. Dice cups in hands. Here we go. Looks like a 4 for black, and I guess it's 4-1. Perfectly okay. You could slot with the 1, but with the thing about 4-1 is that when you place a checker on the 9 point, you develop so many point making numbers on the next turn that you don't need to slot the 5 point with 6-5. We used to do it in the old days, but then we got a little more, we recognized a little better how strong a blot on the 9 point was, and it obviated the need to slot there. Okay, let's see, 3 and 4. He makes his 5 point probably better than the opponent's 5 because his checker on the 9 was under attack. Let's see, 4-1 for red. Just make the 9 point. He hits loose. That's an odd play. Well, he hits 2 checkers. It's still an odd play.
I am back.
Okay, you're back. We just had a questionable double hit here, and the game is going on with black having made his 5 point already.
What do we got here? Is there a
4-2 for red.
really right to stack them all up?
No, that can't be right.
Maybe could have.
Way too tight. Could have made the 4 point be a better play. All right, let's see. 6-3 for black, and
I sort of like that play.
yeah, that's okay. That's okay.
Yeah,
Brings the guy around. Nothing, not a lot to do with it.
yeah, he could have brought the other checker out to the midpoint, but
Six
I'm not sure.
one. Okay, red gets to make his bar, but his position is pretty awkward. Um, move, so he picks up a blot and kills a checker.
And I didn't see a good alternative there. I mean, he could have slotted his own 9 point, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, but he's
Oh,
escaped a checker, so he doesn't really want to do that.
your double threes has got to be right to.
Oh, this is
I don't like that. I think you just make the 5 point.
yeah, of course.
And leave the blot on the ace.
Yeah, yeah. This is terrible. Yeah, you
I
make the
think he's
5 point here,
I think
100%. Got to make good points in the opening and not go running around worrying about your 1 point, unless you have a realistic blitz, which this is not.
he's over.
He's building his deep checkers and not too good here. Black, okay, double fives. Well, double fives was awkward anyway.
How many of them has he played? I've lost track.
Unclear. At least two.
Did he play one down and one in? Is that what he did so far?
I think so. I think yeah, he covered the
That would
eighth
be,
point and
there
he
we
played
are.
a checker down. All right. Well, Black should double here. He's down 15-11. There won't be much redoubling action, so I would turn the cube here given Red's weak position and the match score.
All right. Well, he got his checker out. Is he going to stop and think about it? Usually, Merdad, the guy playing the black checkers, usually he'll take it. He's made up his mind apparently about the cube. Right or
Yeah,
wrong.
I mean, yeah, he should be. I mean, he's in a hurry to double here. He's down 15-11, and I think having escaped his checkers, can't tell what the race is. Um,
Well, he may well be behind.
he probably is. Yeah, he is behind.
So maybe
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 that's
he waits.
reason enough to wait. I mean, I would want at this score an itchy trigger finger.
Yeah, maybe if
But
you're behind in the race, maybe you wait until your opponent kind of has to leave the anchor next turn.
yeah, that's a reasonable plan.
Until then, he
Um,
might roll. He might hit you or roll doubles and get out. And then if you're behind in the race, that's trouble. We can if they stop and think.
they stop and think we can count
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
moving, as in many finals between players who haven't been in finals much, they're playing very fast. Even given the fact they have clocks, they're playing fast. So that's a weakness you want to get out of your system. If it's a big match, you want to take your time. 6-2 for Black.
I assume all of the world championships you won, there were no clocks.
That is correct. Clocks hadn't come along yet, or they were around, but they weren't being used in Monte Carlo.
Do you remember who it was that was first using them on a routine basis?
I think it was that Goulden guy down in Washington. I think he was an enthusiast.
Something like that. All right, what's happened here? Everything's just sort of frozen in time. We
Yeah,
haven't had.
Black wants to double early, but the anchor I think is just stopping him. And plus, I believe he's down on the pip count. So and Red can't double until he makes some effort to get the back checkers out. So
Okay, so presumably Merdad playing the black checkers. He rolled, or is that the yeah? That's. All right, he's got a plan. His plan is to catch Red when he separates, and he's going to catch him with.
yeah, but he's not going to be well positioned to do it. He's made these lower points.
Well,
Uh,
there's still points. He
there's
may
still
have a
points.
lead right
That's
now.
right. That's right.
What hits? Only 6-4 hits, and there's some awkward numbers like 6-1 or whatever. That's 6-5. Oh no, it ran too far.
Oh
Now
boy.
now you can't double because one of
'Cause
them
you're-
got clean away.
yeah, you can't double because you're losing the race by some fair amount. Well, Black's going to have to attack when he gets a chance. Going to be hitting on the 3 point because he's down in the race and he can't afford to let the game go into a race.
Well, presumably he's counting the race now, which is good. This is
That's good.
this guy thinks at the right times, and go back and see that
Yeah, Black's pip count's 87 and Red's is 30, 41, 52, and 22 is 74. So he's down 7 in the race and he's not going to be doubling. Hit's certainly correct. But the
I guess
five, and now
might as
where's the
well
four?
come from the midpoint, I guess.
Yeah, I guess you have to.
And that adds 4 5 to the mix of hitters. I mean, but what are you going to do if you don't do that?
Right. Unfortunately, with if Red rolls a three, he's going to be playing on for a match-winning gammon.
Potentially.
Yeah,
Now, did you say you said it was? Is it if it's really? Yeah, this is an awkward role to play, whether you want to hit or whether you don't want to hit. Either way, it's an
that's right.
awkward role.
Because you don't have a four. You don't like any of your fours. I guess it's 13-9. Because the others are even worse than that. But this is pretty dangerous. You can. Oh, the cube's still in the middle. No one has doubled yet. Okay,
Okay,
sorry about
now with the enter with a 4-1, we got a sexy double.
Yeah.
Ooh, 5-1 now. Is this is
You
surely
got
this
to
is
now. You got to
double.
double. Yeah.
And the question
You're
is,
going to have a 5-point board. You got to double this.
and he didn't even think about taking it. You might have been
Yeah. You just
worthy.
motioned toward the cube, and that was the end of the game. Yeah, probably correct. Almost surely correct. He's going to be on the bar against a 5-point board, and um, yeah, I have no quarrel with the pass at all.
All right, so one miserable little point there. That was sort of boring.
All right, not 15-12. Chugging along.
4 away, 7 away. Yeah, we're down to a trailing.
6 for black and 6-2, I guess. Okay, so he runs out that. Oh no, I
Well, it
see.
was a
5-2
5-2
for red
split.
and then 6-2 for black.
I would look. I would look in.
I still would have gone out to the bar and played 13-11.
What's it say and how to play the opening and backgammon?
I forget. I'm pretty sure that's right, but
All right, this is a good shot.
let's see.
Anything.
4-4. Oh my
Almost
God,
works.
it's a great shot. He makes the
Stroke.
4-point and hits on the other side.
Oh, was he on the bar? Is that where he was?
Oh, maybe he was on the bar. Okay.
Yeah, I think he was. So he came in. Oh, I see. He came in, he hit, he moved forward. Now he's debating whether to
Got
hit
the
a
fourth.
second.
Yeah, now he's trying to play the fourth four.
Now he's trying to play the fourth. See, he thinks out loud, which is good for the commentators. We can see exactly what he's thinking about, and he
Yeah.
may back it up and make the other play. This is very.
Yeah, I mean, I think you have to making the 4-point has to be part of the play. Then you look at the last two and see what you want to do.
I think this is this.
Yeah, if this is his whole play, enter, go to the 20, make the 4. That's okay. The forced part is entering and making the 4, and then you've got you want to play 24-20 or 13-9.
Look at this. We got lots of hits, or we can make an anchor. I mean, come in with a 2 and hit him off the 8-point. That's a very
Given the score.
Well, he's looking at it. Now
He's looking at it. It's another tough play.
He goes for the hit. Check it. Might be mate.
Okay.
That a 6? It's not a 6. It's not a hit. It's an anchor, I think. Yeah, in with a 3 and anchor is what he's done with in our stop action photography.
Okay.
Now we kind of want the 9-point. Make the weird, the always popular 17-point.
4-2. So he makes the okay. He makes
I
the
think the
9. That's
9 was
reasonable. And
9 blocks 3.
Seven back. Okay. I have no problem with that. 6-2 for black. Nothing much to do here. I'd slot the 5-point.
Yeah, I mean, plan B is just a run like that.
Yeah.
I think I'm with you. I think I'd have slotted the 5-point, but this is plan B.
This is plan B, correct.
Hit, and now do we give up our anchor to hit back if we can? Don't have to. We trapped him.
6 and what?
Oh, it was okay, 2-6 now for red. I don't know. The thing's herky jerky, so sometimes it's
right. This transmission's a little hard to follow.
All right.
All right, this is okay.
He's made some progress. He's sent back. Look at that. The 4-2 is blocked. I don't know about this. Maybe should we be making our 4-point somewhere along the way? All right, whatever.
I think I want to double his black, but I think his position is, well, it was too awkward. Now it's great. The next turn is going to definitely a double.
Right, and which listening to Bill, getting out ahead here, every roll is a new cube decision. So they should be, we're talking about all their checker positioning, but Black should definitely be thinking about doubling, and
Oh
there
yeah,
it goes.
there it goes.
And
And
as you've heard and he took it,
okay,
which
yeah, reasonable,
makes sense.
completely reasonable take. Black only has a 3-point board. White's not way down in the race, I don't think. So, ooh, look at that, double six. That's a good roll after you double.
Yeah, no
Yeah,
kidding.
this is better than making the bar and leaving those out. Keep the back checkers going all the way to the eight. Now you've got 2 points, two awkward points to clear out there instead of one.
All right, here we go.
Okay. 6-4. Well, if he's ahead in the race, the run is okay.
Do we attack him here? We could win a gammon.
Sure.
Whoa! Box tuples.
Uh-oh. Well,
Box
makes
tuples.
the 2 point.
Drove
Makes the 2 point on his head. That's what you want. You're down 12-15. Go for the gammon now.
gammon him. Gammon.
Okay, so, well, this next part's going to be pretty straightforward. Just spread out your builders and make the 3 point somehow. 5-3. All right, not the best. Goes to the 5 point from the mid.
Oh,
Or
he can make the eight. That's not necessarily a bad play.
not a bad play. 3
Whoa! See you later.
Uh-oh.
See
Need a
you
four to
later.
hit.
Well, there
So the
goes our
race is,
gammon. Oh,
and
here
there's his
comes our
four.
gammon.
Okay. Yep.
Now, if Black can close them out, what are the gammon chances?
Oh, they're very high.
Up, just got lower.
Oh, yeah, they did get lower.
Although they're still.
But if he gets closed out, he's going to need 11 crossovers to get off a checker. So it's still the gammon's still real here. All right, 5-2. All right, just line it. Go to the 6 and the 4 points. Just
He's going straight for the gusto. I don't know about that.
I don't either. That looks weird. He could have had a great position with spares on the 4, 5, 6, and 7.
Yeah. That may have been
Points.
a little bit.
This I don't know about because red has a real position. I mean, this could be prime against counter prime here. Red's going to hit loose, and red won't be unhappy to get hit back because he could anchor and make an ace point game, which might be viable. Whoa!
Look at this! Look at this!
Black is being brutally punished for his slight error there a little while ago. Okay, yeah. Prime against prime now. Anything can happen. Oh, and he comes in with the 1.
Hit him back.
Hit him back.
If everybody rolls an ace for the next several rolls, we can have back game versus back game.
Oh, fantastic. I love those positions.
Oh, no, dumbbell fours.
Oh, crunch.
Everything's gone crunch berries.
New favorite.
Who's gammoning whom?
New favorite here. I like red's chances.
Well, I need a 1-6. We could ace 4. Oh, my goodness. Get in. Get out.
Red can't get in and black can't get out. Uh-oh, there goes black's board.
Another point.
Yeah.
Get in. Nope. Get out. This is get out.
Get out. 6s and 5s. Oh boy.
No, it's the
4-2. He stays on the board. Oh, that was black's
other way around. Yeah, we're now comes a 6 or a 5.
Okay.
There, I see a 6.
6.
Oh, they might have been cocked.
Oh, brutal.
Try it again. Bank it up. Whoops.
What?
He's grabbing him so fast. No, 3-2. He's getting closer to crunching even further.
Oh, no.
Get in. Get in. If he's in.
A 6.
Were they cocked? No, it's okay. Yeah, maybe. Oh, everything's bouncing around. I can't see what's happening. When does red recube?
I
mean, for money, what's going on here?
For money, it's double pass. Not a lot of gammons here, but red's got to be a little careful getting getting an 8 cube involved. Okay, he hits with something.
Now a dance and you're done.
Dance. Yeah, now I guess red
And
just has to
can
be
he
double.
consider taking this?
No.
Yeah. Yeah, interesting.
Busted board. Got
Interesting.
to get in and out.
Interesting how close to a double, given the score, that was one roll before.
Yeah, usually in these final matches between people who haven't been in long final matches, everybody plays too fast. And we're seeing a little of that here. Speed's reasonable, but a little on the fast side. And you're in a big final match for a lot of money. You take your time. Gee whiz, you're not going to get there that often. All right, 5-1-6-3 were the rolls, I guess.
That's what it looks
All
like.
reasonable. Something and an ace. I guess. Oh, double aces, I guess. Okay.
Now, red basically,
Double threes.
with 2 points to go, red just either he's not good enough or he's too good. So he basically doesn't turn the cube.
Yeah, that's right.
Maybe in certain degenerate, big double, big pass situations he can.
Yeah. Good
This
play
big
for black. He unstacks, makes his 3 and 10 points. 6-1 for red. Okay. Yeah, the first back checker couldn't move.
5-3 now. Does he just make our 5 point, or do we play safe and wait till later? I mean, you can play safe.
Given the score, I would make the 5 point. Yeah,
Right.
start to
It's
start to fill
double-edged
in the board.
positions.
He needs a gammon bad, so this is you want to just build a strong board quickly and see what happens. Okay. Red hits with, I guess, a 3-1.
Now we need a 9.
And something 3-2. Okay.
Anchor.
Good
Okay,
shot. That's a
that
good shot.
stems the tide coming in. But he blocks it from 9, blocks 3. That's easy. And now we need even to attack on the 4 point. Nobody's
Aces plus even numbers.
there's 2 even numbers, or it's 2-1. Everything's flashing.
Yeah, so everything is flashing before our eyes.
I can't tell what there's a 2-5, which doesn't hit.
Doesn't hit. Comes out. All right.
I wonder if it's right to come out.
Tough game for both players, actually. But the black's got 2 checkers behind a 5 prime, not at the edge. So
this is an interesting 2-1, Bill.
let's see. Yeah, he's got 3 aces. Which one does he? He's got to hit. He's got to hit somebody.
To hit this and then make the 8.
Yeah, that seems plausible.
And now there's is there any really awkward number? I guess the 4s are awkward. This seems right.
Yeah.
He can win this priming
4s are bad generally.
Now he makes the bar point, hits loose on the bar point and splits, and we're
1-6.
I think this is now. Can we double?
Are you too good? I think not. Yeah, you can double this.
Is this a cash?
At the score, probably.
He was ready with it.
Yeah.
This, I mean, I'm
take money even in a money game, but at this score, I would say, you got to give it up.
How close to too good could it be?
Getting 2 checkers out behind a 5 prime. That's playing on for the gammon is ballsy here. I mean, things could deteriorate.
If your opponent is thinking this long about taking,
Yeah, his aces and 6s all have to be played to get the back. Okay, well, he did pass, so.
Yeah, I mean, the other possibility was he just builds his bar point and.
It looks like black has left the scene. Oh, no, he's still there. Just hasn't started to set up. All right, so 17-13, 2 away, 6 away.
Now we get the backgammon going.
Yeah, now they got to start to play. Yes, sir. It's 5-1. Okay. Standard opening play for something.
It was cocked.
Oh, okay.
So boxes.
Boxes.
I like boxes.
All right.
Now we double and win a gammon, and we've got it at 17 all.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'd be thinking strongly about doubling after any um, play here by red. You know, it's a dead. You're given a dead cube now, so you don't have to be. You don't have to be. Oh, and he does double. All right, good for him. And take.
Could be. Whoa.
Whoa, he passed. Okay. Or did
That,
he pass? Yeah, I guess he
yeah,
passed.
that looked like a swindle to me.
Yeah, I think so. All right. Black stole a point. It's okay. It's legal. You don't go to jail for that in backgammon. 4-2 makes a good point. 4-1, not so hot. Down and split.
And 5-2. Just split in the back.
Yeah, split in the back.
Now do we attack this guy?
Well, if you can.
Yeah,
4-1 looks like
force
makes a
make our
5 point.
5 point.
Okay. Kind of a normal looking position here. Pretty even.
Oh, I guess red during the
Double
blink.
threes. Okay.
Oh, do we make lots of points? I just
Oh,
make the bar.
that was for red. I thought it was for the other
Oh
side.
no, it was black. He made it. He made
Okay.
his bar point.
Ah,
And there's a double hit and a single hit. And black's got to get the itchy
oh,
trigger
black
finger.
must double now at this score. Yeah.
Well, it's got to be his turn first.
When you
Okay,
give
is
it
he going
dead
to
cute.
double?
Yeah.
Thinking about it.
Thinking about it.
Look, the last time he doubled and Mr. B passed.
Yeah.
So
No. You give a dead cube, you just double if you're a favorite. And clearly black's a favorite here. Well, I guess it's not such a big favorite, but all right, 3-6 in and out.
6-3.
3-6
It
for
gets
red.
home. Now can we
Escapes.
double?
Um,
Well, he didn't.
he didn't. All right. Depends a little on the rate. I still like black's chances, so I'd still probably be doubling, but very important when you're giving a dead cube, you give it a lot earlier than normal. That's because he has no recube vig when he takes, so that's important.
I think he's got a double.
I agree. No, I would turn the cube here.
Doshkon. Ha, there it goes.
Double take. Okay.
Big
Here we
ear,
go.
big ear. And
4-2.
out his head.
Best shot. All
Boom.
right. Now he's really got a double. Yes, sir. 2-1 gets to the edge. Okay. Got to
Okay.
attack this guy.
Send him back, push him back, push him.
Push him
5-1.
back. Okay. Ace and something.
It's a 5.
Ace 5.
Middle of the
Oh,
board, hidden in the middle of the board. And you just
uh-huh.
give him a chance to flee and break up your blockade.
I think 11-5 is the play.
Yeah, so do I. So do I. He's looking at it. Good for him.
Mm-hmm.
Good to look at it.
Yeah. He's still way ahead in the race, so it's black's not horribly well in a horrible position if it turns into a race. All right, ace something.
Yeah, he's just finishing his 5 ace. Now comes
Oh.
something we don't know yet. Red hasn't rolled yet, I don't think. There it is. I see one die. Where's the other die?
I see a 2 for black. I don't.
Yeah, I know
that's red. No,
Red's
the 2
roll,
for red, but I can't see what the other one is.
Oh,
4-2.
he's
There it is. It's up on his 5 point. 4-2 for red.
Yeah. Okay.
Makes a 2 point.
Did he roll that, or did he just find it in his chair and have to re-roll? I think it bounced off the board. He fetched it, and now he's got to re-roll.
Okay.
Oh, and he comes up with double threes.
Whoa. 7.
Yeah, I guess given that you've got
No. Got to get off that horrible stack. Got to make the 7. Normally the 5's better than the 7, but you got to look at the whole position. That stack is just a terrible weakness. All right, so he made the 5, and
he's thinking about it. He's thinking about it.
All right, this is not bad. The 10, and
No,
at least he got off the
this
stack and he made the 5 point. All right, this is okay.
And
This is okay.
what do we get?
5-2 points on him. Okay. Red's in critical condition here. And roll 2-1. Gets to the edge and, yep, okay. Black is attacking. 4-3.
And
Oops, not the best. Nothing moves. Oh, okay, so he does hit. All right, big play. Four blocks.
Any two.
Any two is strong.
Ace three,
One,
ace
three.
three.
Oh, no, but he can still hit. He's got to hit. Got to hit on the 1 point.
I mean, is that a must? Is it?
Yeah, that's a
All
must.
right.
It's really a must. Okay, now black. Black shoots 2-6. Okay,
Makes the prime.
Makes the prime. Okay.
Now we're playing. Can we turn this around? It's not going to be easy. So can we win a gammon?
Oh, we want to win a gammon for sure. Yeah. 6-5. Oh boy, that's not good.
Just have to bring two in.
Yeah. All right. Now black wants to hit on the 1 point before red can move more checkers into his board.
Well, he just did. He's just forced to do it. Forced to do double fours. No more double fours, please.
Okay.
That's a cocked roll. See if he can roll one here to make a mess.
He rolls a 1.
That could get him gammoned.
Yes, it could. 1-4 though covers up. Okay.
And enters. Must have been a dance.
Must have been a dance. Yep. Black's okay with dancing.
6-2. Think you just bring him home? Oh.
Risk though. I could have just played
13-5.
Yep. 3-4, 3-5, 2-5.
Get the counter prime going. Boy, this is a tall order. He's getting there.
He's getting there.
Double threes or something now makes a mess. Double twos. 3-6.
3-6 is a good shot. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, he's thinking about it, but that just seems like
yeah, this is clearly right.
I suppose plan B would be to hit, but that seems suicidal. So
I agree.
I mean, hitting just because.
All right, so 6-3 for that's the 6-3 for Blake. He's still thinking about it.
He's played it and he's thinking about it.
He's noodling. He's noodling along here.
And
okay, picks up his dice. All right, now.
Careful.
A 4 and a 2.
Well, you can point on him and try to buy time to save the gammon.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, lacking a better play, I would say. Oh, wait a minute. What's this?
He's just playing behind him.
Well, that doesn't look right.
That's asking for trouble.
Yeah. Asking to be gammon. Now the checker on the 3 point can stay back there for a while and see if it can catch something else because red's falling apart.
Or he can hit loose on the ace and get.
He can hit loose and he can make the ace point. All right. There's enough checkers in the outfield. Make the ace. Go for the gammon that way.
Well, he's thinking about it.
11 crossovers to get off the gammon. Going for the second checker.
He hasn't punched his clock yet. I mean, he makes the play, he thinks about it, he makes the play, he thinks about it, and I like that.
Yeah, that's good. That's good technique. Just, think about what you're doing. Okay, he picks up his dice and dance, I guess.
Yeah.
All right.
Now there's no.
But he doesn't have to do anything crazy here. He can just close red out and have very reasonable gammon chances.
Right. He did not roll a 6 there, so he couldn't close them out. But
yeah. Well, he's heard us. He closes. No totally safe play here. I wouldn't do that. I'd probably play 14-11 and just keep. Yeah, this is sort of maximum flexibility with the 3 checkers. You're trying to get those 3 spares on either the 6-5-4 or the 6-5-3. Those are the 2 best positions in the bear off. What he's done is okay.
Well, he's got.
All right, so I reached out here. He's a perfect position. Fine. Now he gets some guys off, and red's still going to need 11 crossovers to. Let's see.
All right,
play double. Yeah, okay. This is the gammon play.
Next roll. Dan, now don't leave a shot here.
Don't leave a shot. 6-1, 5-1, and the big doubles. That's pretty good.
Okay.
All right. Now gammon's very real. 11 crossovers to 11 crossovers.
Okay, he got 2, so we're 11. It's 11-9 now.
Okay.
He got 4.
Oh boy, it's a gammon.
7-9.
It's a gammon.
We need to roll double.
We're gonna have a new match here. New match. Mr. Black is gammoning Mr. Red.
Mayrad Gudarzi and Mr. B,
Mayrad's gonna gammon Abdul. Okay.
Abdul Halim Barakat, Mr. B.
Mr. B, as we call him, yes.
All right, not over yet. We can still roll doubles.
Yeah, you still can. That's right.
Two cracks.
Red got a good set of doubles in there somewhere.
There's a doubles. Now Blue's got.
Oh my goodness. What a turnaround.
And
All right.
that's got to roll his own doubles. Any doubles will work. He gets no.
5-3.
Oh,
No.
dodged a bullet.
Oh boy, that
Dodged
was
a
quite
bullet.
a save. Quite
Wow.
a save.
All right, now, the funny sort of thing happens here is cube actions get much more normal.
Yeah, 2 away, 3 away.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Both sides can kind of double with normal advantages.
and it's surprising that the trailer doesn't have to make any desperation takes. Trailer
Yep.
can pass and be 25%. So
Yep.
he doesn't go snapping the cube and redoubling, on a whim.
Right.
Whoa, what's happened? We've been.
Let's see.
Let's see what happens.
Yeah,
Well,
this happened once before, I remember. All right,
Well, that's
back to normal.
Our technical team of Mate trying to make things right. I don't know what.
Oh, it looks like they've taken a break here. They were overcome by the drama of the last game and are now desperately running for the men's room.
Well, that's reasonable.
Reasonable.
Very reasonable. And this is.
I can't pick a favorite in this. So they both seem kind of on the same level. Pretty good. Some errors creeping in that might have been avoided, but reasonably good players and on the same level.
Which is somewhat reflected in the score.
Yeah, totally.
Although there have been some very exciting possibilities which didn't quell early on. There was a very first game out was an exciting gammon.
Okay.
And then the yellow scorecard read 6-0 at one point, and then I think it got tied up somewhere around 9-9, or maybe it was 10-10. I remember it was 9-9 or 9 to go, somewhere along the way it got tied up, and then you saw Blue pull ahead, and here we are.
Here we are.
Very exciting.
Photo finish.
I don't know if
now where is this tournament being held? Do you know?
It's in Cyprus. It's
in Cyprus. Okay.
Yeah. And I don't know Cyprus well enough to know.
And it's sort of an adjunct to a poker tournament. Is that the idea?
No, I think they've been doing this for a while. It's a cool idea. I mean, there's a lot of the Middle East backgammon heritage is huge, as you're aware.
Of course.
And this is the Merit is the sponsoring company. Middle East Championship. They've been doing a Grand Prix Invitational. The Invitational I think is sort of loose. The invited are Middle Easterners.
Okay.
And I haven't seen any knack ballards trying to weasel their way in or whatever. I think it's mainly Middle Easterners, and any women who want to play can enter. They don't get free entry, but so Middle Easterners or women promoting backgammon in the Middle East, at the same time allowing any women who want to come play in a big tournament.
Merit Cigarettes has been sponsoring backgammon since the late 70s. They were one of the very early corporate sponsors in the States.
Well, yeah, in the World Championship. Merit was all over the world. May still be. I've lost track.
Yeah, me too.
I remember one of the, before smoking had been sort of disappeared from the world, there was tons of smoking. Might have been in the early 80s or whatever, and we show up in Monte Carlo, and one of the American wise guys. It's sponsored by Merit Cigarettes, and there's a small free pack of Merit cigarettes on every board.
Okay. Didn't Knack used to wear a gas mask to some tournaments?
Somebody else whose name will come to me, but I may not mention.
Okay.
A showed up with a gas mask, and then B set about complaining that smoking would be allowed. Talk talking about biting the hand that feeds him. I
Oh,
mean, merit's written all over everything. They're putting up the money. They're putting up everything. They got free cigarettes for everybody, and he wants to make it a. He wants to make it a, sort of miss the point somewhere along the way.
a little incongruity there, but that's okay. That spices
Indeed.
things up.
The heck was the guy's name? Well, it'll come to me eventually. Those were the days. Did they have closed circuit TV on both of your finals or either of your finals?
I had it on both of them. Yeah.
Right. And did you was McGrill there doing commentary for both? Do you know?
Uh, he probably did commentary. He was there for both tournaments. He played everything in those days. I honestly don't remember who did the commentary. It was a long time ago. Um, but I was told it was good commentary. Whoever they had doing it, it did a good job.
Right. I don't
I
remember
mean, no reason it wouldn't be. They had the best players in the world,
all in
in
the
the
same place
room.
at the same
You could
time.
certainly
Yeah.
you could certainly put together something.
Right. I don't remember which years was I there for. I don't think I was there for both of them. Was I there for either one of them? Do you
I
remember?
don't think so. You didn't play Monte Carlo much. It was 80, I won in
I did the
83 and
book.
87, and I don't
I did the
remember you
book
there
I
for
did the
those.
book at Monte Carlo, but I don't think I was doing the book when you were in the final.
I don't think so either.
Boy, those were some fun years back then.
Oh yeah.
Took you to win the tournament.
You always feel good when you win a tournament.
Yes.
The glow lasts for at least a week.
Yes. I think you're still glowing, Bill. Did they have the same backgammon players trophy for both the sculpture or
No, the two trophies I have are two very different trophies.
I mean, way back when they had the sculpture of the backgammon players huddled over a board or something like that, wasn't it? It was some kind of weird sculpture with one of those trophies.
May have been the two trophies I have are they're classic type trophies, backgammon, except the nameplate.
Oh, okay, okay. So you got normal old cups.
Yeah.
Now there was for a while there was actually a remolded sculpture that they gave us the trophy. There's some name for it that I've long since forgotten. All right, we're back in action.
Okay. 17-16.
All right, I'm predicting this is the penultimate game of the match.
I think that's probably a safe bet.
Somebody's going to double and somebody's going to pass, or the trailer's going to double and take and then win, but not win a gammon.
Hmm.
And there could be 3 games left.
Yeah, anything could happen. Uh,
Yeah, 4-1 down.
escaping his back checkers is always a
Oh,
good
there was a
thing.
6-5 for a 6-5, 4-1, then 6-2 hit.
Yeah.
Now 4-1 again. All right, send him back.
Okay.
Spread our checkers around all over the place. Laugh at Black for having all those checkers stacked on 2 points while we were flooding the board with checkers in every quadrant.
Ace
On their
deuce.
back,
Okay. The builder on the 11 is good. 6-1 makes the bar.
stupid looking play.
Hmm.
I've been threatening to start playing 6-1 the old fashioned McGreal way.
Oh, 7-5.
Yeah, I haven't. I may. Wow.
Here. Mm, almost never. You could play 11-8, 13-9 here. That's reasonable. Nothing is good. 11-8. Okay. Oh, he's hitting
He's
on
looking at it. He's looking at it. Now you look at it. He did it.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
I'll tell you what, these modern players, they play with XG all the time. And I'm telling you, online, I've been making these tempo hits off the 2 point way more than I used to.
Well, they can be very correct. Yeah, I've noticed the same thing, but I'm not sure. With no board on either side, I don't think there were enough threats to want a tempo hit.
Well, part of the tempo hit is you can't do anything good. So I'll run backwards and see if my opponent runs backwards too.
Okay. 3-2 making the 11. That looks reasonable.
Now we got blotches everywhere. Do we do a nifty shifty here or just build our structure?
Oh, build structure. Yeah, just make all the 5 points.
Yeah, okay. Now we're going to get to, whoa. Well, I think this is maybe too good. Just play this out for the match, right?
What's the role here?
Well,
Oh, yeah. No, definitely Red's playing for the gammon. I didn't realize he could hit two checkers. Okay. Yeah, Red's playing for a match-winning gammon now. He'll do it for a long time. That's okay.
here we go. This is going to be
Here we
time to
go.
get in to stretch this out, make a game of it. Get
Yeah.
in, get in with at least one. I guess he didn't.
Okay.
Dice
He
get picked
didn't.
up.
5-4 or something. Four
Four two
two
covers.
covers.
Get in. You got like
Oh,
four rolls to get two checkers in. There's
okay.
one.
There's a two.
Hey, I think
There's
we're
a
a
two.
favorite to anchor. Favorite to anchor. I'm announcing. Ace
Two
deuce.
one.
No banana splits.
Okay.
Here's with three rolls to get in now. In my prediction, here comes the first. Must fail because his opponent's picking up the dice.
Instantly. Yeah.
Strike one.
Okay. All right.
Roll. Oh, now we got the nifty shifty.
Oh boy.
Oh. Now we
Okay.
got to. Now we don't. They're bringing builders down. It's not going to be so easy to get both checkers in.
Mm-hmm.
We got to start with a three. Failed.
Fail. Okay. Whoa. Okay.
Yes.
Something radical just happened. Somebody hit the camera.
Yeah, the camera's being bumped there. Someone's nervous. They're jiggling their knee or something happened. Either that or there's an earthquake.
Ah, earthquake. Okay.
We play through all earthquakes. Matt, if
I
you're
think that was
watching,
must have been a 2-1 there.
maybe this can be rescued.
Double sixes will close the point.
If the checker starts sliding down the board, we'll know it's
4-1. Okay. All right. Red is why isn't Red just rolling the dice? I
well,
guess he
it's
did.
herky
I guess he
jerky
did roll
stream
the
here.
dice.
We can't see what's happening. Need a three. Put up a fight. 2-2.
2-2.
A little while ago, that was a good number.
Okay.
Okay, watch out for
Red's bringing in more builders. 6-1. Okay, that gets
good. Our camera's being rescued.
well, get two direct shots at the 3 point, however you do it. Back checkers aren't moving. All right, he's got. Wait, okay, this is weird.
Well, it gives him boxes.
He's making the 9, so double sixes and threes
Yeah, that's
make
what
the
he's doing.
point. Okay, you want your checkers on different points so you can, hit with everything when time comes. Something in a 2.
Can't tell. Is it a one? It's got a lot of glare on
2-2. Oh, double twos. Oh, so he can shift from the 5 to the 3 and thereby get more builders aimed at the point. That's pretty reasonable.
it. Yeah, it would have been worth looking at. He did not. There's one in, sixes and eights and baby doubles. Sixes, eights, and what's that, a 13? We can't roll a 13. That's your Joe Dweck.
For some reason, he made the 9 point, which had the effect of just killing a builder.
Well, I think he was doing it for the reasons you said. His sixes and threes were blocked on the other side. So he
Okay.
was looking to make, oh, we're in. We're in.
Uh-oh, new game.
Very
New
much a new
game.
game.
All right, Red.
Gammon just went out the window.
Yeah, now Red's struggling to win the game. 6-3 is terrible.
Cover. Okay, we need to get in, but preferably with 4-5. And 2-6. You jump out there into the triple bipple. Now he hid the block. Okay, now black needs to put something together somehow. I don't think you want to hit.
4-1. It's not a.
Maybe
It's a kind of a poor shot.
Okay, 2-5 or whatever that is. 2-3-5, 2-6 and 5-3.
6-2 and 5-3 are the good rolls. Okay, he
Okay.
comes out, but there's a triple shot now.
Ones, twos.
Fives.
That's not. That's not so bad. They get past that little baby prime. Double twos. Oh, it sneaks all the way around.
Okay.
But
Now
we
you just
still
have to
have to get
clear his
home.
9 point. All
Right,
right, fill in the board. 6-4, poor shot, but aiming for the 4 point. Now red just has to clear the
there's
9.
some awkward rolls here.
There are.
You had no six, so it's just a three, right?
Yep.
Just a three. So that was kind of nice.
Double aces. All right, let's start the 4 point. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, now careful with your sixes. 6-1, 6-2 are
Careful.
bad.
1-6-2-6. Ooh.
Oh, where's the cube?
Cube's still in the middle.
Well, maybe it shouldn't be.
Yeah. Oh, it isn't.
There you go. There you go. Maybe it shouldn't be. Do you have, well, you need 25%.
Do you have it? He doesn't think he has it,
25.
but he might be right. Okay. So 18-16 Crawford.
So it's basically double match point type play. In other words, neither side has any use for or fear of a gammon.
Correct.
There is a little bit of worry, get into an ace point game or some of these blot hitting things, a little bit of a worry about a backgammon, but that can mostly be dodged.
Yeah.
Yeah, it kills some of your ace point equity because you're going to be abandoning the contact to save backgammons when you wouldn't
Yes.
otherwise.
So that's a really minor point. Okay, 5-4 split. Okay, something 5-1 hits. All right.
Get him back, double
Double
twos.
twos.
I think he's it's
He's going to hit.
It's the stupid stream that's slowing us down. I don't think it's the player.
Yeah. Okay, so he hits and 13-11 comes to mind. He moves the other back checker. That
We're
doesn't.
seeing a lot of that. This is sort of old-fashioned Middle East backgammon where they move
Yeah,
both back.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. We're seeing the heritage coming true from that part of the world. I mean, if you
Now he
learn to
makes
play
the 20 point. Comes in with the force. That's the bar with the 6. Okay. He's down in the race. That's fine. And he gets
what was that?
6 double sixes. Another double 6. Wow. Okay. So Red's winning the race. That's for sure. Black is hanging on.
How dire is the situation here for Black? Is this a
No, it's not.
even
No, Red
game?
has no board yet. He's got the
60-40
13 and 14 to clear. No, it's Red's a favorite, but it's not, awesome. Okay, he's playing a something.
I don't see
So
any
6-4.
reason.
Dice on the bar now.
Yeah, shouldn't you just do that?
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Yep.
Now Black's got to build.
Anytime he can make a point in his board, it's a good thing now. He needs landing spots. Yeah, Red's surprisingly awkward here. He's going to have a trouble getting home smoothly.
All right, let's see what this is. Ace 5.
Ace 5.
Well, there's one safe way I've found. That's the one safe way.
That's terrible. Yeah, no, break off the 14. I mean, you look at Black's position, he's got blots and stuff. He only got a 2 point board. This is the time to get rid of some of the awkwardness.
Well, now you got to almost have to live with the awkwardness.
Yeah.
Let's see what we
double
can come
twos. Oh, that's okay.
No, that was Black's play.
Oh, okay.
Double fives. That'll de-awkwardize it a bit.
Yeah.
Do you squeeze him off the ace or
I don't think so here because I think you're the position awkward. I think I just clear the mid here and go from there.
I wish the camera was. I mean, the stream was more smooth. All right, he's played those two. He's convinced himself.
Play those two. That seems clear enough.
He's thinking about. I mean, I assume second best is pointing and not making the 3.
I assume that as well. Yes.
Interesting to rank those 3 plays. Which is best? Which is middle? And which is worst?
Yeah. All right. I like his play. I think that's what I would have done.
Best. This looks prettiest.
Yeah. 6-5.
And make
Probably
the
make the
point or make
two.
the prime. I'm not sure it makes much difference.
Yeah, I'd make the two, but you're right, it doesn't make much difference. When
Let's
you're
take
playing
this
matches,
prime.
you want to spend your time thinking about the really consequential plays, not about the plays where there's a
Yeah.
0.001 difference between
Yeah,
them.
this looks like one of those examples of 0.001 difference between them. All right, 5-4. How do you play that safe?
Well, oops. Oops.
This is a mess.
Um,
This is a mess. I
this
mean,
is a complete mess now.
you almost have to do this ridiculous looking play.
I think you're right. Doesn't get
It's
easier.
there it is. Now this is you might get the benefit of squeezing the toothpaste tube from the back, and black has to come in on the 20 or 21 point. Then you got a little room to dump behind him. I don't think you're desperate. No, here we go. And the squeeze the toothpaste tube has temporarily worked. Now you've got a little bit of breathing room to dump behind him.
A little bit.
Oh, okay, here we go. Dump some behind him.
Okay.
Oh my goodness. But
This is gonna be tough to bring home.
and black wants to split one of the checkers off that stack.
His position, what appears to be an aggressive play just to avoid this sort of thing later. This is the kind of game where you see that. Now, I think I would have played 2 to the 6 point because I don't need these blocking points aren't blocking anything.
Yeah, the stream is resetting it, Kate. We're seeing it, we're reflashing it. We're seeing the same thing over and over, so we get stuck in a loop.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
we
So
broke out of the loop.
yeah, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, now 5-4 this way. And
Okay, that's
he can't get
forced.
an ace to split with. It would be nice to split those back ones. You guys get these awkward fours and threes and fives again. 6-3. We're running out of room to dump, running out of time. And meanwhile,
All
Black's
right.
got to hold on to his board. This
Hold
could
the
be
fort.
this could be it. Double aces. Wow,
Oh,
great shot.
great shot.
Now how do you play?
Great.
Just make your 5 point?
Huh.
Black may not still
This
be
is not
there.
bad. This leaves him with some
Those are the
checkers to
two.
play.
It-
This
it-
is you can leave double shots here, six
yeah, well,
four.
Black may be gone or may have lost his board.
Yeah.
We're about to see. He's
Oh,
gone.
he's
He's way
gone.
gone. Who ahead runner?
Both have to. Okay, he's got to run. Well, Red's way ahead in the pip count, but
Shout out to the late great Middle Eastern player Kumar Motokasis.
Kumar.
Playing races, he had a good command of the English language, which sometimes I think intentionally did it a little funny. He'd say, "Who ahead
6-4,
runner? Who
good
ahead
play.
runner?"
All right, that's a good play he made.
Yeah, spread everything out neatly.
Yeah.
Who ahead runner? Well, Professor
Oh,
B.
Red's way ahead in the pip count, but
This is
Black got the first checker off, I think.
he certainly did. Is he thinking about another three here? Don't you just take it off? There's no argument to cover it, or is there?
What's the roll? Oh, double
Yeah,
three.
double threes. I think he's played three of them,
Oh,
unless I'm mistaken.
we'll take a checker off. I mean,
I don't understand what he's.
I don't either. All right,
Yeah.
he figures it out.
Maybe the clock was frozen. 6-1. I mean, barely got a guy off. All right.
All right, he's got a chance to survive the Crawford
Little
game.
baby.
Double aces. Yeah, okay. Beautiful structure for the bear off.
Nice triangle there.
Double fives for Red.
Oh, that's going to be hard.
That's a game winner, I think.
That might be
11 checkers to 11 checkers, but way ahead in the pip count.
Yeah.
Black needs it. Black got to get a double.
And Red has to not roll doubles or roll 19 aces in a row.
9 checkers against 9 checkers, but I like Red's chances. 6-2,
Got two off. a, what was that?
Something
Normal
weird. Let's
was a
see.
non-double, whatever it was. Now, what do we get?
Seven against
No little
seven.
pips. We're going to see lots of, oh, 3-1. Yuck.
Oh,
That's the end
bad
of
shot.
our misses. So now we got to have big numbers and lots of them.
Yes. I like Red's
No
chance.
doubles and a little nibbling away. Okay, fives or sixes. Fours may not be sufficient. Get
Fours not be sufficient.
at least two checkers off.
It's a 4-3, 6-3,
6-3.
something.
It's a 6-3. It's a 6-3.
Okay.
No reason to do anything tricky here. I don't know why you wouldn't. Yeah, you just play the 6-3.
Five
Now,
against five. Oh boy. Getting to the short hairs here.
okay, get two off. Preferably get four off.
He needs to get four off, or we're going to be hanging up our
All
two
right, we're what are we at? Fives or better.
fives or better. Okay.
Nothing to do about it. Fives or better, assuming Professor B may be graduate Professor B.
Oh, he double
Congratulations.
fives.
Congratulations.
Okay.
Nice fight, Mayrod, and we have a new grand final champion of the 2026 Merit Middle East Grand Prix Invitational. Very exciting backgammon.
Very
Both
good.
players, great show, well played. Bill, thanks for waking up, digging out of your igloo, and joining me.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Happy to be here.
It was fun. Maybe we'll do it again sometime.
All right.
And I guess I don't think there's any. I think we're done.
I think we have completed our mission.
I don't
Mission
know if
accomplished.
there's any other events to play. If there are, Mate, and you want some help, send me a text right away.
Okay.
Meanwhile, thanks, Bill, for joining me. Talk to you soon.
Happy to do
Goodbye,
it.
everybody.
Okay. Goodbye,
Fun
all.
match. Right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
you.